Excuse me, you know I beg your pardon for this interruption. Now back to regularly scheduled programming.
Hello, and welcome to session 18 of Fool's Landing, our advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition campaign set in the Forgotten Realms. I am Jamie. I will be the Dungeon Master for tonight's session, and I am joined by 4 tremendous players here at the table whose audio I failed to record. So I'm stepping in here to just do a player introduction, and then we will fast forward to where the audio picks back up and follow along with tonight's gameplay. But first up, we have on the left side Bartholomew, who is played by Adam. Bartholomew is a 4th level priest of Lyra. Next up is Chris, who is playing Kurza, our elven mage, level 3, I believe, at this point. And then we have Rodolfo, who is playing Ronnie Pincus, a level 4 rogue halfling. And then last but not least is Molly. She is playing Amithra, a fighter gladiator level 2, one of our newest players. So we've got 4 to go tonight, and we're going to go ahead and fast forward, catch up with the audio, and pick up with tonight's session. Thank you for watching. All right, cool. All right, so let me move you forward a little bit, and Ronnie, if you would roll a percentile for me.
Only percentile. Okay.
All right. Let's see, 1 second. Okay. So you continue on in this direction. I'm gonna move you forward a little bit to right here, and then I'm gonna have you roll another percentile, please. All right. So you actually like when you're standing here, the wind is kind of starting to howl a little bit, so it's kind of whistling off of the mountaintop above you. And through the noise, you're not sure, but you think you kind of hear some type of guttural sound, like a grunting or something, coming from further down, or up the trail, I should say.
I will try to make eye contact with Molly and with my hand that I heard some noise that someone ahead.
So Ronnie does kind of like probably hand signal that you have developed, and he alerts you all that he sees or hears something, I should say.
I'll try to sneak a little bit further to take a look what's the origin of the sound.
All right. So let me have you someone roll a or if you would, Ronnie, go ahead and roll a 10-sided. All right. And then what I'll do is have all of you roll initiative. Or actually, not all of you. We'll just have one of you roll group initiative. It's a little easier. So anyone who wants to roll.
Is it 1d10, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, first I got it.
Yeah, Kurza beat you to the roll.
Yeah, good.
Gladly.
So, okay, so we'll add you all to the turn order and get you.
I'm gonna, signal to the other two that Ronnie's got some danger and notch an arrow in my short bow, so I'm ready to fire.
1 second. For some reason
get added to the turn order.
Are you in? Do you see yourself in the turn order now?
I do not.
No. Okay.
Neither Bart.
Yeah. Let me re-add
Now
you.
they're
It was strange on my screen. There was two of you.
everybody showed up and then they disappeared.
There we go. Now you should see yourself.
There it is. And we're going with 5s. Yeah.
All right. So once we're lined up here. Oops. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys. We'll just step through the turn order here for now, just to see what you want to do. I know you're preparing weapons and things like that, but we'll give you a chance to do other movement or anything you'd like to do. If there's any spells or anything you're thinking of. So Bart, you're first.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to move closer and just and as well as come in by the wall here, away from the ledge a little bit, and try and get around where I can see Ronnie.
Yeah, so you should be able to
We've
get up to that.
All right, right up here.
There. Yeah, at least to there.
There we go.
So if you do a wisdom check.
Character sheet. Got too many tabs open.
No problem.
1. There it is.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure you hear something also kind of up around the bend that's groaning or grunting or something along those lines. So that noise that Ronnie was alerting you to, you pick up on it. But anything else from Bart?
Not unless he can move a little closer to Ronnie. So
yeah, you can move up. You could move up another 25 feet. So if you want to go to right next to Ronnie there.
Yeah. What was the okay, the ruler? There we go. Yeah. Might come up just past this. Is this an overhanging rock? So maybe just under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. All right. Ronnie, you hear Bart coming up behind you. As you're still standing there, I'm gonna move Mithra back a little bit here because she's not gone just yet, but she'll be able to catch up here in 2 seconds.
Gotcha.
So Ronnie, you're up next. The group's kind of starting to track behind you.
I'll hide. I'll hide.
You want to hide?
Yeah.
Okay. You can
Okay.
roll your. I'll let you roll the check.
Roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Well, that's your specialty, for sure.
Yeah. It's a survival skill.
All right. So you are hidden, and I'll just put a little marker on you. In shadows right now, and you can still move. You can still do something else.
I think I'll be a small piece of the trail here. Oh, okay. It opened things I
I see. Yeah, hang on a second.
Yeah. I'll just very close to the rock wall, and be very quiet, very still, and I'm looking for the sound, origin of the
Yeah. So
sound.
let me move you up a little bit, because you basically would be able to walk along this rock wall until you reached this point, and let me make a change here.
Hmm?
1 second. able to see now? No, you're not. Hang on, sorry.
No, just a block of darkness.
That might have done it. Yeah, so now you should have a bit
Yeah.
of view, and I'm going to highlight something for you. Hang on a second.
Okay.
All right, now if you look down, you'll see leaning over along the outside edge of the walkway, leaning over appears to be similar to the goals that you saw before. One of these creatures is leaning down and looks as if he's eating something off of the ground. Possibly he's leaned over with his back sort of, his side to you, and he's not looking in your direction.
Okay.
So
I don't know if you noticed, but Ronnie is very afraid of a bed. Last time he climbed the tree because of that. He
yeah,
has no gut.
So-
We are talking about undead. So I will retrace my steps, and I will find my friend Bart right here. And with a tremble lip, I will say there is some undead ahead.
yeah, you've definitely got
And
that
I will
chill going.
cower right behind him.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Art just
Kurza.
kind of grips his mace and hunkers down with you. He has no love for the undead either.
Let's see here.
I will make a sign to Mitra to relay the information.
And I communicate that to Cursa, who's right next to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can probably kind of skip to, or I'm sorry, Kurza, anything else you wanted to do other than moving up? Chris, anything?
I don't know. I could be. No, I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say.
I want to keep moving up, but I want to stop before I would be seen. So I guess I would be keeping an eye on Ronnie for, or not go any further than Bart.
I'm just going to sit here and see what the action is about, because I don't see a target, don't hear anything, so.
So there's some. Okay, so I'll kind of assume that Ronnie is able to still somewhat communicate, even though he's trembling. And he would be able to indicate that when you reach this point of the trail, that he saw something, right? So you
Right.
all have an idea that this is the point in which the thing is visible. And yeah, again, the wind is.
Take my bow out. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right. So, Mithra.
Yes. Well, thanks for reminding me of the trembling, because I probably would want to go and just check on Ronnie. I know there's danger, but I probably want more info, and I probably want to be closer to that action should it happen.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'll show you my defense.
Show me what? Okay, sorry.
I will show that I need a new set of pants.
Oh. Oh no.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
You can move up there if you're able to.
Yeah.
And then so he's able to share that with you. Kurza, if you want to move up there as well, I'll put you all four together. I kind of wanted to do a turn order just to see if anyone was going to try to surprise it. So we'll do a new initiative roll now that you guys have more information. And
How many did you see, Ronnie?
Just one.
Okay.
Just around the pond, he's eating something from the ground.
Can Bart turn undead?
Art cannot, no, but he can give us a blessing to perhaps steal our nerves.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, think about what you guys want to do on this turn, and go ahead and adjust your turn order initiative, and I'll let you guys act first.
We have a new roll. Is that it? 10?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a good roll.
Get him out of the way
What
now.
is?
Get him out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
We have
I will.
we have to give James some slack here.
I will cast bless in our area.
Okay. What's the
I'll let you guys know. I'm looking at the speed for it. I don't see the speed for some reason.
casting time?
Casting time.
What do you want?
Oh,
It's
one
a first
round.
round.
Oh, yeah.
One round.
I have a question. How steep is the incline, that we're ascending, I'm assuming, right? Is kind of how I pictured it. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Like it's sort of winding
less,
up?
It's getting a little less steep as you go. It's still, you can still see up the hill now. It's starting to flatten out a little bit.
I mean, like if I was to push something, back away from where we came, like would it potentially fall down a bit, or?
Yeah, it would roll probably off the side eventually and just fall down the hillside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so Bart, are you wanting to cast that, or
Yeah. Art begins casting bless and just kind of lets everyone know to stay within 50 feet of me or so. And I'm going to try and embolden your
I am
spirits
about
against big
2
creatures.
inches of you.
Okay.
all right? So that's a full round, right? So
Yeah, so it won't take effect till, assuming the beginning of next round.
yeah, okay, all right. So we'll say that Bart is currently at least in the works of casting this, and you guys can still act and receive the benefit next round. So next is Kurza, I think.
I can. I really don't want to get up there close, but I do want to have a better point of view.
You have a death wish, my friend.
Let me see then. If
That could be. I'm braver than I should be.
Yeah,
And I'll leave
fully,
it there.
not brave.
Okay.
I'll set to attack anything that comes down there.
Okay, so you're readying in case
Yeah,
you see something.
readying a shot.
Okay. All right. Ronnie?
You just prepare my bow. It's pointed towards the way the thing may come from, and I will stick to Bart.
Okay. All right. Mithra.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out here with Kurza, and I kind of want to move as far until I see any of them, and then I want to let loose an arrow.
Okay. Let's see where.
So I'm not sure where that would be,
I'll move you to.
if possible in this round. I mean, yeah. If not, then obviously I'll move as far as I can.
So, do you see on your screen where I'm pinging?
Yes.
Do you see
So-
a faint figure there?
Okay. So yeah, I could probably be okay, like right around here.
Yeah. Yep. So you would be able to see the figure from right there. Yeah.
He's kind of hard to see though. He's like he's crouched. You said, right? So there's going to be a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's leaning over.
Back to us.
So we're gonna give you a -2 to your attack.
Okay.
Just from the moment he is, basically, got his back turned to you though as well. So, I don't know if there's a modifier for that, but I'm gonna just say a -2 overall.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because the wind and the conditions
Yeah.
are kind of averse.
So should I roll to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right. So the arrow. I'll remind you, you guys have Astonishing Fortune. So you do have 4 Astonishing Fortune that you can tap into. Do you want to use one here? Or?
No, I think yeah, I think we should save that probably.
Okay.
This is starting here.
All right.
I will get another attack at the end of the round with the bow, so I'll just hope that I hit the next time.
Yeah, and so basically, this one I'm gonna roll a percent to see kind of what happens with it, and it's sort of I think it just kind of carries and sails too far because of the wind. It doesn't hit anything that necessarily seems like it would get its attention, so you feel
Nice.
fortunate that it just kind of sailed on you instead of hitting something. So,
The wind was a bit more than I accounted for.
yeah, uphill too, maybe, you threw it off. All right, and unless there's anything else, I think that will bring us back to initiative.
Well, do I get the second attack for the round, or is it?
Sorry, yeah. Go ahead and take
Yeah.
the second roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, hit it.
Why are you not? My browser's going a little. There we go.
Unfortunately, that misses. So, I'll let you roll a percentile.
Okay.
Basically, giving it a 50.
Dum dum dum.
So if 50%, if you're under 50%, it isn't detected. If it's over 50%, okay. So in this case, this time the wind, knocks the arrow down into the ground, maybe short of him a few feet, and slides on the ground, and it lifts its head up and turns, towards the direction of the arrow and slightly in your direction at that. So he's now picking up his awareness and may be on to you.
Okay.
That's the end of the turn, and then you guys all now have the benefit of Bart's spell if you want to share that with them.
Yeah, that's. I guess I can click the roll spell effects. Would probably throw it up in chat too. So, you basically get a +1 against fear effects, saving throws, and to your attack rolls are all at a +1.
Cool.
I think and so that's happens. I assume that's my action for the round too. Then, so that goes off.
Yep. So you guys all have this. Does someone want to go ahead and roll initiative and add this creature in? All right.
I did roll twice. That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
I want the 5.
Take the 5. It was the first one I see.
Yeah, that's the ones that come.
All right. So
Kind of looks like my whole browser is frozen on me, actually. Oh, there it comes.
Yeah, I was having a little bit of lag too.
There we go.
it might be
Playing with my settings to reduce the computing
it might be
needs.
the dynamic lighting on the page. So.
You can lower your maximum frames per second to 30 too.
Oh, okay. All All right, so I think we got everybody accounted for here in the turn order, and our friendly ghoulish-looking creature here has now taken interest in the arrow that slid by and kind of left a trail through the snow next to it, and so it's not the smartest of creatures, but it definitely, is interested now in what that was. It doesn't seem natural to it, so it is turning around in that direction, and it's taking a couple steps towards where the arrow hit, and then I'm just checking to see what he's able to observe. 1 second. All right. So yeah, as he's kind of still looking down at the arrow, and he looks down in that direction that you're coming from, Mithra, and he notices that you're standing there. So, he kind of makes eye contact with you, and you get that chill of staring at this undead thing, this soulless creature that's just covered in its own meal. And it turns and starts charging in your direction. I'm gonna see how far.
Fresh meat.
4. Yeah, so it can make it to you, and it will take a claw attack in your direction. And you've been clawed before, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Can I get a shot off since I was ready as soon as it came into view?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'm good with that.
All right. Ranged.
Damn it, that sucks.
You are rolling too many dice. Jamie.
Oh, me? And you said a -2 for conditions? Or is that still...
That was just as she was shooting uphill at it, and it was leaned over.
Oh, I did real well.
That's a 1. Okay, so first off, the hit or the swing at you was a miss, Mithra, so it did not connect with its claw.
Oh, good.
Kurza, you fumbled that shot, so you can either re-roll with a fortune or take the roll on the fumble table, whatever you prefer.
How bad is the fumble table?
It's bad. I think. I don't know. I almost suggest that you use the fortune.
Okay, I can use the fortune again. That's not a problem. If it's going to be that horrifying, then I don't need to shoot people in the back.
I was going to say, you were joking about not have shot anyone yet, so...
Yeah.
Murphy don't want to first for that one. How about that? It's marginally better.
I think you have a +1 from Bless, but that's still not going to help you.
It's still way better, than having to possibly hit someone in the back or something. Yeah. So, okay. Good. Okay, so we're to the top of the order, and I think Mithra is first. So, or I'm sorry, the top of the order for the party. He's already gone. So
our base initiative was 8, right? That was.
Yeah.
So, I'm wondering. I still have to figure out the mechanics of this. So, can I kind of drop my bow? I'd like to drop it, but I don't want it to roll down the hill.
Back to me.
Yeah, you can drop it. It's not gonna roll or anything on you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to drop my bow and quickly draw my Drusus, which has a speed of 3. So I would actually act on 11 then.
Oh, good. And you still get
first.
You still much faster.
Yeah, it's a fast little short sword. Okay, yeah, then let me roll. So that's +1 because of the bless?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yay, let's see.
Yeah, your attack rolls.
Okay, I clicked it. There we go. Oh, let's get all these rolls out of the way.
That unfortunately misses.
Yes.
let's see. Yeah, brings up Kurza.
Oh, I do want to point out, I think I might have forgotten this last games. Because she's a specialist, so like I'll get a second attack at the end of the second round. Is that right? It's 3 every 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll remember that for the next round to take it at the end.
Cool.
Let's see. How long is it going to take me to put away this? Put the bow away, and then I don't know that I have any other time to do anything.
Just drop the ball on the ground.
Like
You can pick up it later.
You could potentially lean the bow, to where you don't feel like anything's gonna happen to it, as long as you don't wander off. That's up to you.
Or die.
Well, let's see here. We'll just kind of not use the bow and hit him with a magic missile real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Good plan. I don't think we want to mess around with these ghouls.
Yeah, it'll make life a little bit easier. Let's see. I want one of those. 2 of those.
All right. 4 damage.
Actually, no, that should be 5. Because it's only adding 1. It should add 1 for each. So 2, 3, 4, 5 points damage.
Okay. So.
yeah, you should roll 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. So suddenly, Kurza's magic missiles. I think what color were they? What color were your magic missiles?
I think I said purple.
Purple. Yeah. So the purple orbs.
Yeah, purple.
Yeah. Come whizzing around and smash into this thing, and it takes it takes a.
One goes each way around Mithra and smacks him on either side.
Nice, sandwiching him in magic missile.
That's right.
Perfect. So he screeches at that hit. It doesn't seem too pleased by it, and so he kind of hisses and screeches as that happens. So unless there's anything else, that brings up Ronnie.
I'll fire my bow.
All right, the bow is ready.
Mm.
That's a miss.
Mm.
All right. Anything else?
I'll wait to the end of the round.
Okay. All right, and then Bart, you get to act this turn.
Bart's stepping up with his mace drawn next to the Mithra here, and he's going to take a swing.
Nice.
+1.
AC is 6. Oh, there's
Nice.
Bart's our man.
Bart's back. Let's see, not a critical, regular hit. D6 +1. Not bad.
All right.
So
Where did you smack him?
I think just dead center in the sternum. Kind of a side blow, maybe, or swung sideways, straight at it.
So yeah, I envisioned that he was still, hissing a little from the hit that the magic missile caused him as you step up and smack him and kind of cut his whimpering off by hitting him in the chest and basically knocking any wind and voice out of him as you hit him right in the sternum.
He's wheezing a bit.
Yeah, he looks
Interesting creature.
He's feeling these shots. I'll describe it that way. He's certainly being staggered by what's just happened, you laid it on. So good round, good roll. That brings us to the top of the order. Did anyone have a second attack that we missed or anything? I think that's next turn for Amitra. So
Yeah, next turn.
Rodolfo,
so we'll do initiative again.
did you have a second shot?
Yeah, I have a second shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry, Ronnie.
Yeah. Hit it. Oh God. I cursed the shot.
Duck.
I think I'm going to a curse again. And
Right.
again.
That at least is
The win, guys. The win. Sorry.
he's a little fearful right now. He's not have the truest shot. But
My hands are trembling.
all right, so that's the second attack. So whoever would like to do initiative,
Let me give it a shot this time.
that sounds good.
Come on, Molly.
Come on, let's do
Get it
this.
low. Get it low.
I know, low.
Nice one.
Yeah,
Yep, you beat the
2.
two's not too bad. Yeah.
1d10, you go higher than my people.
There we go.
All right, has everybody got their speed added? If you're still attacking. All right, it looks like we're good. Okay, so Kurza, I think you might be first.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I want to use my last attack spell either. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Another magic missile.
Come on,
6
guys.
points.
It's just
6
that
points
we
damage this time.
have dispatched it very easily in the first round.
So tell us how you finished this goal off with your magic missiles.
Some
Well, this
shock
time
and
they
awe.
just kind of zip between Bart and Amithra and just kind of pop him in the head and sternum.
All right, and he slumps over and falls to the ground in front of you, and just sort of at that point, you feel like you hear another noise with a similar grunt coming from up the hill which would be to your left.
Here come the rest.
As if it's responding to the screech that it heard. You feel like there might be another one up the hill at that point, and so I'll let the others be able to act on that on your turn here. So Kurza dropped it, but Amithra, you hear that noise coming from up the hill above you. You don't see anything because it's just a hillside right now, but you feel like you hear something further up.
Well, I'm just itching to get my sword in something, so I'm just gonna run up towards whatever I hear. Yeah.
All right, so you can if you want to move your.
What are these 5? What are the? Yeah. What's my movement in squares?
These are 5-foot squares, and you're a human, so I think you're able to move. What is it? 60 or 30? If I remember right, you can move half. You can move 30 and still attack.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You can move 60 and. All right. So let me double check what you're able to see here.
That was 30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for you, let's see. I don't think I can change what you can see exactly. So, let me just grab this. All right. So I think you can see this, or I'm sorry, you can't see it. I gotta put it on your layer.
Now I do. Yeah, they're a little hard to see.
Yeah, they kind of blend into this background.
But I do see it. It's right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that and that noise, and you look over and you see that thing. Looks like another one of these gulls that's living in this area. So yeah, you see that it's kind of it was walking in this direction, and you got the drop on it, so you got to see it and act first.
I see that. Well, I did set my bow down, so I can't use my bow. I can't.
If you ran all the way up, you wouldn't be able to attack.
But I could probably throw a dagger, I guess.
Yeah,
No, it's kind of far. No, it's kind of far.
I know there's a minus to that when you get out of it.
Can I change my initiative? Like, can I change my, I had set it for 3 because I was going to use my Drusus, but can I switch it to the Bolas, which is 8, and I guess 9 with the call shot? So can I change?
Well, you could drop your Drusus and draw that, But I mean, you were already going up, with your Drusus drawn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was. So okay. Then I guess I'll sheath it and get ready for next round to use my Bolas.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the good thing is you see it.
Yeah.
You know exactly.
There's no point in running up there next to it so it can hit me, right?
Yeah, unless you really wanna, get into the battle. But I think you're good. It'll come to you eventually. All right, Bart.
Bart's gonna follow behind Mithra and probably.
Let's see, are you able to see it?
Yeah, I can't. I can see further, but I don't see anything here.
Let me ping. It almost looks like a part of the map where I'm pinging.
You're almost like a rock or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's a little bit shaded, so.
Yeah, sorry. Once
Okay.
you guys all get around the corner, I'll pull all this darkness off so you can see clearly. But
Yeah, so I think I'm just doing movement this round, and we'll probably move a little further and just be ready to. If that's.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I'm still able to do that. Yeah.
A little further. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of stay close to the wall, hold my mace and my censer in hands, ready to take a swipe at it if it approaches.
All right. So that brings up Ronnie. You see them.
Jamie, this is a large rock in the cliff.
Yeah, it's up above you. Yeah.
May I climb it?
Sure, you can try to climb this.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
It is a little slick because of the snow. So I would give a negative 10% just because of the moisture, but you can absolutely attempt to climb it.
Oh, here I go. I don't get a grip to start climbing.
Yeah, I think it's maybe just a little too steep and wet and not good spacing. So.
I think it could be possible to threw my rope around it and it's like a ball with the rope around the point of the rock.
Yeah, I think you could in this turn reasonably you could get the rope out and get it ready, and then next
Perfect.
turn if you wanted to try to throw it up there and climb it, you could do both next turn. But yeah,
Okay, I'll
you
try.
feel like you could with a grappling hook or something. You feel like it's very climbable. So
Yeah, I'll do that.
okay, all right. So yeah, now this thing is caught. It's got something in its path, and it has now seen Bart, and it starts to move in your direction. Um, Again, like to describe these things, it looks like a human that's sort of decayed and obviously undead, and as it gets closer to you, it you start to kind of notice that there's a really foul odor around this particular thing, and I need you, Bart, to make a save versus poison.
It's more interesting. There it is. Oh no.
All right, so you basically feel really nauseous to the point that you are retching, and you're gonna take a -2 to any attacks that you take until you're able to shake that effect. So with your bless, it's really just a -1, but you just don't feel well being near this thing. It's a little different than the others that you'd seen, but it looks at the same time pretty similar. So, all right, and that's not really its action. It's just coming up to you, and now it is actually reaching out to try to attack you with 2 claws and a bite. And let's see. Yeah,
I should have stayed where I was.
it's gonna roll 3 attacks. So the good news there is that the hits were claw attacks, which do less damage, and the bite missed. That's the good news. But the bad news is you're gonna take 2d4 damage from these claws.
All right.
Come on.
Ouch.
It's taking forever to roll it. I clicked it already. Oh no, max damage.
Ouch.
And let's see.
Oh, that hurts. My red bar went way down.
So
Come on.
make a save versus paralysis.
Paralysis.
Oh,
Yep. Okay.
All right. So you start to feel, that cold touch as this thing, connected with 2 different claw attacks, but you're able to resist the paralysis that it was trying to inflict. So things got a little more serious there, and it is back to the top of the order. Yeah, I think that's it because you didn't get the double attack this turn. So I think we're back to group initiative. I think
yeah.
Mithra is on a roll, so maybe keep going because I think you've won a couple in a row here.
Well, I won 1. I don't know about a couple.
Again.
Let's try.
Go, Molly, go.
Let's try.
You beat my score there.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So let's see. 8.
Okay. So 4.
What am I?
All right. Kurza.
Well, let's see. Let's move up a bit. Pick up Molly's bow.
Okay.
take a quick look at this guy on my way past him. See how his remains are dressed. See if he's got a uniform on or anything like that.
He looks similar. He looks somewhat similar to the ones you saw down the hill. He just looks a little bigger, a little wilder than the skinnier ones you saw down the hill. But he does look to be the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, just a kind of a cursory glance as I go past.
Sure.
And
You could get all the way to her, right next to her if you wanted.
well, let's get here, and then
Yeah, now you should be able to see what's going on at least.
yeah, got another one out there, and I'll stop there
Okay. All right.
and ready my bow for next round.
All right, Ronnie.
Yeah.
You got your
I will.
bows ready?
I now that I realize that I'm alone, I will abort the plane and I will move. I don't want to be alone right now.
Okay. I caught that. It is cutting out a little bit, but I caught that. There you go. Okay. I don't think you can see quite yet. Maybe. Yeah, you can barely kind of catch an edge of something down here from there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's like
This is
half your movement, yeah.
like a construction here, Jamie? A structure?
Yeah, there you like if you sort of start to look around at this point, the trail is flat and it's flattening out, and it almost looks like there was a graveyard here, and there are some toppled over
Tombstones.
stones that are against the bricks and things like that. So you see several tombstones as you start to kind of look around. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm
What's the drop off like down this way? To the-
about 20 foot.
It's just me, or are you guys listening to a lot of background noise?
Yeah, I think I'm picking up some.
I can hear it. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
too
me too.
bad, but yeah,
It's like a radio or something.
Yeah, it's very loud to me. I tried to
Yeah, I think Adam, it might be your
identify what's it, but I was not successful.
Yeah, I think that got it. At least when you muted it, seemed like it couldn't hear it for a second. So,
Much
Is it-
better, my friend.
Is it still going?
No.
No,
no.
Okay.
ended it.
What else do you want to
Very
do
good
there?
one. Thank you very much.
Anything else, Ronnie?
No, I'll just read my bow again, and I will be on the.
All right. So that brings us back to the front line here, and this creature is got its ire for Bart, so it is taking several attacks again.
You know,
oh my god. Yikes.
And your AC is 8.
Yes.
Ah,
It's not very good.
where's your chainmate?
All right. So the claw does 1 damage. That's good. And the bite then kind of snarls at you and catches you with a big bite. A big bite.
I'm getting mauled here.
Yeah. So this thing basically kind of chomps down on you, gets a part of your arm with its jaws and clamps down through your arm. Go ahead and roll a save versus paralysis.
Right. There we go.
Nice. Okay. So once again, you feel that tug as it's trying to paralyze you with its unholy force, and you're able to resist that. So that brings us to you.
Am I
Get out of
able
there!
Yeah.
Get out of there!
I had my mace in my hand. Am I able to take a swipe and still step back, or do I need to
Yeah,
disengage
and
carefully?
you could attack
Yeah.
and move half your speed.
All right, so I'm gonna take a swipe and try and get this thing off of my arm.
Oh. That's a hell of a lot of ones tonight.
Oh my,
Yeah.
Damn.
unbelievable.
I'm gonna go ahead and borrow that astonishing fortune. Just
Please do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much better.
Yes,
A
and
hit.
that is a strike.
Let's see. I'm not adjusting damage, so I deal 5 to it, and disengage. If I can get behind Imithra, I might kind of stagger back that way.
All right. Yeah, you can get at least that far. You can go half your speed, so you could get there. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
So you guys
I
see.
might actually.
Yeah, you could go.
I might actually stumble up towards Ronnie.
I don't blame you.
Very wise, my friend. Very wise.
Yeah. All
You
right.
guys would see Bart just looking pretty tore up pretty quickly, hightailing it back past you. So you would all, get a sense of how serious it got as he got up front there. So this thing, it's Mithra's turn.
Yeah, so I've been spinning my bolas. I'm gonna aim for his legs. 'Cause that was -4, I think, or
For a targeted shot, yeah, I think that's right.
yeah, because I don't think they're useful otherwise. Like,
Yeah.
should I copy the thing in again? Like, I can copy it into the chat. But yeah, I'm gonna aim for his legs. I'm hoping, with the wind and the incline, and maybe since Bart just withdrew, like he'll be at least primed to move. I don't know if he's moving, but like I'm kind of hoping that I can drop him potentially if I hit.
There's no friendly fire in your way, so that's good.
Yeah, so there's that info. Alright, I'm gonna roll.
Cool.
And that I get a +1, right? So a +1 -4 is a total of -3. Is the bless still under?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in the 3rd round of it, if I recall. There's
Okay.
six rounds, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds right.
Alright, here we go. Come on, dice gods.
Oh,
Ugh.
unfortunately,
We got a +1 to hit for the bless.
she got it in there.
I did include that, yeah.
Oh,
It's just a miss, unfortunately. But the bola just misses narrowly this thing.
So hopefully it doesn't go flying off the edge or whatever.
If you want to roll a percentile, we'll give you a 50-50 chance that it's retrievable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go high means it's gone, and low means it's good.
Gotcha. Ugh.
Unfortunately, it just tipped over the edge.
Almost
Okay.
retrievable.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a rough couple rolls here.
It has been.
You guys are due for a 20 here any moment.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mithra? I think you can move still if you want it, or
take your bow from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my bow from
good call. Good call.
but I'm just gonna stow it because I'm probably gonna be in melee soon. So
Okay. All right. So that's the end of the round. If you want to, or whoever wants to roll turn order, I'll do the same here for.
I think we should just go like in order around the screen,
whatever works for you guys.
So then Bart would be next, and then Kurza, and then Ronnie, and then me. Yeah.
All right,
Are you sure you
except
guys-
Adam. Yeah,
Are you sure you want me rolling anymore? I think I got all my good rolls out of the way, so it's straight to the bottom from here.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. I think you got this.
Well, he rolled a 10.
Oh no, yeah,
No?
it's not.
Oh well,
It's not
that's
good.
okay.
Next one only could be better.
That just means that Chris is up next. Yeah, but go ahead and edit your actions in there, and let's see. 10 feet. Okay. All right. Looks like we're good. So this thing is gonna act first. It's gonna move forward. 1, 2, 3. So from here, it can reach both of you. Gonna do. What do you like, high or low, Molly?
I'll take high.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d6. You'll be 3 to 6, or 4, 5, 6. I meant. And Kurza, you're 1, 2, 3, which means it's looking at you. So Kurza, it is gonna try to claw at you. It's got 2 attacks.
Great. Just tell me my damage.
Oh, I don't know. You, what's your AC?
10. Oh, wait a minute. 9.
Okay, it hit with 1. Okay, it hit you once. Yeah, you're going
Hardly a
to
surprise.
take 4 damage, and I need you to take a roll versus paralyzation.
Well, let's see here. Where do I have that?
I remember elves had some resistance to this kind of paralysis, don't they?
Yeah, I think it was.
Elves do have a resistance to paralysis, but this particular creature, it has an explicit power that still affects elves. It says in the monster manual.
The stench, right?
Oh, that's a different thing actually. Both
My bad.
You reminded me of the stench.
I'd remind him, didn't you?
Both Mithra and Kurza roll a save versus poison.
I tried to help you, Kurza.
Save versus poison? Okay. Hold on. Where's the saves at? It's info? Yes. There's no bonus to that, right? Just straight up?
Yeah, it's just straight up.
The unless the bless gives you a bonus to.
Oh, it may.
I think in general it should to saving throw rolls.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if it's +1, it's still only. It looks like a fail, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so for me.
Right. So, well, that just means that you now feel nauseous and you're retching and you just feel sick to your core being near this thing because of the stench that it gives off. It's just ungodly. You've never been around anything like it. And so you have a -2 now to your attacks because of how sick you're suddenly feeling, which is offset by 1 because of the bless. So
Okay.
that's the extent of that. The let's see. So Kurza,
I think I made both of mine because I did not add in the bless.
to your save versus poison.
Right.
Did the plus apply, Adam? I think it does.
Yeah, for bless, if it's a standard saving throw,
Yeah.
it should. Yeah.
So you hit it. You hit it right on. I think 14. Yeah. So you're good. You don't feel sick. And you see, more importantly, the paralyzation. So you still feel the movement of your limbs. All right.
There's the cap. He's cool.
Kurza is up.
Well, let's see here then. I'm not feeling good about trying to whack it, so let's just kind of create a web from here and back and that. So I should have a. How big is this area of effect?
Very powerful wizard.
This is good. Yeah, this is good.
Exactly what it's about.
8 10 by 10 by 10 cubes. So
Wow, these are 5-foot cubes.
You can wrap him.
Just
how about one? Let's see. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of all the way back this
I'll tell
way.
you what, if you want to grab the drawing tool, it's like the paintbrush on the left, and you just want to freehand it and kind of show me what you're thinking. You can scribble on the map and yeah. So, and you can delete it if you use your pointer. You switch back to the pointer and highlight it. You can delete it and redraw it.
There you go, something like that.
All right. Do you have the description in your sheet? Could you?
I think so. Where is that? Level 2.
All right. Let's see.
And I'm going to move.
All right. So he's got to roll a save versus this thing. Let's see what he does. He's got a -2. Oh, he did not. He did not.
Go
save.
back this way.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, he is pretty well caught up in this web at the moment. So, perfect. I will mark him as being webbed. Good turn. That brings up a Mithra.
So he's like, this whole area is covered in webs. The yellow area.
Yeah.
And he's caught in them.
He's caught in the web. I'm gonna say that you're gonna have, some type of bonus on this. I'm just wondering if it states in here anything specifically, or if I need to look up more of like. I don't see anything in there.
What are you looking for?
He's like in the entangled condition, but I don't know what that, how that works in 2E. Yeah.
Anyone in the area when the spell is cast must roll a saving throw versus spell at -2. If successful, two things may have occurred. If the creature has room to escape the area, then it is assumed to have jumped free. If there's no room to escape, then the webs are only half strength. Creatures with less than 13 strength are stuck until freed by another or until the spell wears off. Missile fire is generally ineffective against creatures trapped in webs. If you have strength 13 to 17, they can break through at a rate of about 1 foot per round, or 2 feet per round if they're 18 or greater.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see. I know that there are pluses and minuses for like prone and things like that, but
not really listed in the spell itself.
Yeah.
It may take him a couple rounds to stand up or something if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean there's like surprise modifiers and things like that are similar. I'm gonna say it's a +2. So you can add a +2.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. We can always look it up later and see for future.
I just don't know. I need to find that page and bookmark that.
Yeah. Okay. And it's my go?
Being immobile, yeah, I think that's about right. A -2 from my recollection.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and stab him in the general vicinity of his face, but I don't want to I don't want to free him in any way. So I'm not slashing. I'm piercing, I guess, with my sword. Right? My drusus.
Sure.
So let's see, where did that go? Oh, here it is. So we said +2,
+2. Yep.
and we still have the bless.
And you have +1 for the bless.
So +3 total.
You're nauseous, and so you have.
Oh, then -2, right?
Right.
So
it kinda
total +1.
offsets. Yeah. Because you're not feeling well, but you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah!
Unfortunately, maybe the webs
I couldn't-
are so thick that you're
Not getting through 'em.
20.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm not gonna give up. Hopefully he'll be there for a little bit.
Never give up, never surrender.
you might be. All right, Bart is up then. I think.
Art's gasping around, trying to staunch the blood flow from his arm. Well, he's pleading with Lyra to lend his broken frame some aid in the form of a cure light wounds,
Nice.
and we'll get a couple points out of that.
Nice.
Good.
Not just a couple, please.
Feeling a little better for sure. You still do have the sickened, condition that the nausea that you felt, but certainly, recovering your hit points is far more important, and you feel a pretty good boost from that heal. So, anything else? I think you can still move if you wanted, or pull something out, or whatever.
Yeah, maybe he'd turn to crawl back a little further, and look at Ronnie, and then realize he's getting closer to this other dead creature, and just slump against the side of the cliff here, the path.
I love the idea that this combat started with Ronnie hiding behind you, and now you're hiding behind Ronnie. It's just full circle. So awesome.
First of all, it's life, man.
And it's
Yeah, where has Ronnie been this whole time? Oh, yeah.
I'll just shoot at the motherfucker.
Well, this one unfortunately didn't hit him.
Yeah.
Although, what did it say about the? I think it said something about arrow fire into the web.
Generally ineffective.
Yeah. So. So yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't seem to.
Damn it, you, Kurza.
Well, he's a perfect target now. Just
No,
go
I'm
up
glad
and
that
stick
you
him.
webbed him up. I'm glad that you webbed him up.
Anything else you want to do, Ronnie? You want to move or anything, or change weapon? Or anything?
This is in the web drawing my friend Dimitra here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you see this thing,
Next round, I will poke him with my short sword. Next round.
And that's actually the end of this round. So we'll do turn order again. So whoever wants, I think it's Chris's turn.
Chris.
Well,
Yeah, it figures.
How about a 3 or whatever I got? 9. Okay, it's marginally better. We're one better.
The gods hate us today.
Indeed.
Who
Very
wants
true.
paid pro training this month?
So this thing is going to start trying to break through the webbing. It says that it can break through at 1 foot of web per round. So it's starting to claw through this webbing, and that's what it seems consumed with at the moment. Which brings up the web man himself, Kurza. Or actually, you guys need to set your order, and then I'll reshuffle. It might not.
Right.
Just I am seeing he's very fast, right?
It's cutting out a little bit. Are you asking if they're fast?
what I think. He'll be free in 1 or 2 rounds.
I'm not.
Yeah, he'll probably get free in a couple of rounds.
Yeah. I mean, you basically think that it would get free in another round pretty easily, because it's already.
Okay.
Because it's on the edge of it, right? The web.
Yeah.
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 I'll share something with Mitra. I got an idea. I will light a torch and we will fry him because the web is very flammable.
It only
Mm.
does 2d4
It,
points of damage, though.
yeah, and since he'll be free very soon, doesn't
Whack
matter.
him first. Just whack him first.
Yeah, while you whack him, I will light the torch.
You two whack him, I can come up and light the web.
Yeah. Okay.
Will you light the web? You?
Yeah, I can light the web. Not a problem.
Just don't light us in the process.
Then we get two. At least we get 2 melee attacks on him. 3 actually, because I'll get 2
Yeah.
this next round.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's up to you, Ronnie. Yeah. Whatever you feel like.
Take him.
it's my turn now?
Yeah. It's your turn. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I will stab with my short sword. That's the magical short sword that I don't know
What's your
what it is.
What's your speed on the short sword? 4?
3.
3. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Where is the short sword? It's melee. Okay, it's the blast is still active.
I think you've got one more round of it after, right? Does that sound right, Adam?
Yeah, we're on 5 right now, so next round it'll end after the next round.
I think I got it.
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh, updating. Oh, wow. Okay, I missed that. There's a good hit.
The bell strikes for us.
Stick him good.
6. I don't know how much pluses it have.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Die, foul creature.
All right, 6 points of
So
damage.
it's already dead, right? So
Yeah, I mean, you hit him with a solid strike, and you kind of feel like, based on the other ones that you have seen, that this one seems to be a little sturdier, seems to be a little more solid, and but you definitely are able to strike it, with a good shot, as it's more focused on the webs than it is defending itself. So, anything else, Ronnie?
I think you don't want get some gift next Christmas because we are such a not boy.
For some reason I'm having a tough time hearing everything. It's like cutting out on parts of it for me.
About the noise, I think someone got the microphone on Roll20 open, so there is some feedback on the system.
I guess check. I don't see anyone who has volume on there. But
No.
yeah, I do see Bart's lights up a little bit on Discord, so I don't know, Bart, if it's something in the background that your mic might be picking up.
Probably, yeah.
I think that's what it might be. So I'm sorry, Ronnie, was there something else you wanted to do on this turn?
I just made a joke about you being such a not boy. You won't be getting any gifts next Christmas. Not from me, at least.
All right. Well, sometimes that's the way the dice fall. But
Yeah.
Amitra,
I know.
you are up.
DMs
Yeah.
are the same all in all places.
Okay. Amithra is gonna like kind of spit in her sword hand, say a prayer in Reshmai, and try and stab this thing again.
All right.
So, is this the last round of the bless? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then I'm still nauseous, and it still gives me the entangle. It still has the entangled condition, right?
Basically, I guess it washes out to be just a +1 for you.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure that it's still. But this will be the last bless round, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it now. Yeah, this is
Okay.
it now. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Yay!
Oh.
Finally.
Oh,
All right.
There's the crit we've been waiting on.
Yes, we've been waiting on that. We wish that would have happened about 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. But...
So this is the you can roll on the crit hit table.
Okay. Should I roll for damage first, or?
It's probably better to roll on there just in case you get some type of exception.
I see.
outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. I don't think I've rolled on this yet, so I'm excited. Here we go.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and roll damage. You'll do double damage, and you're knocking him out.
That's good. I was aiming for his face too, so it kind of worked out. All right. He's a smaller medium, right?
Yep, medium.
Yeah. Okay. And then the sheet will automatically account for like strength adjustment, strength
Yeah.
bonus. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. So I was just making sure.
Okay. So
Did that come out? So I rolled a 1. It should have added a 1 for my strength and a 1 for the Drusus.
it worked.
it added 4 total.
And then maybe does it also include the specialization give a damage bonus? I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. If it added,
I think it's included. I mean, for sure.
it's doing it.
A +4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that sounds
unfortunately,
plenty. I
I mean,
don't even know what all that is.
the worst you could get is a 5, which isn't that bad, but it's double, so it's 10 damage. But you also knocked it out, which it's kind of interesting. But yeah, we're gonna say that this thing is completely shell shocked from your hit. So you want to tell us about this shot that you took that knocked this thing out cold?
Yeah, just as I'm like, retching, I just kind of want to crush in its face with my sword. Yeah.
All right, so it basically
Like maybe an eye socket.
Yeah, as you do that, it just sort of falls into the webs, and it's still almost standing upright, just sort of slumped in the
Hanging
webs.
there.
They're so thick, and it's just sitting there now in the webs. So,
Yay.
yeah. So anyway, that should do it for Mithra, unless you had. I think you get another.
I get a second attack at the end, I guess, is what it would be. Yeah.
Kurza is next.
Okay. I'll wander up and simply just make a fist and kind of flick my thumb out from between my fingers, and I got a little flame on the end of my thumb, and carefully light the web, and off we go.
Genius. You are genius.
Kill it with fire.
So
Yeah, I love cantrips that way.
there you go. 2d4. All right.
And now he's nice and prone for you to stick him yet again.
Yeah.
So Bart is up. You
Watch
see
out,
this-
he's
you can
done.
See all this unfolding, Bart. It's your turn, sir. Oh, you might be muted somewhere. For some reason I don't hear him. I saw him talking on the video, but
Thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to mess with the push to talk, which I'm not all that great at here, but trying to set up my numpad. Art's still communing with Lyra. Gonna take another stab at letting the healing magic flow.
okay.
Well,
Wow, there you go.
there you go.
Oh, nice.
more healing for Bartholomew, and this thing is not going to be able to act this turn, so I'm just going to let you guys act. There's no reason to do a turn order here, so I'll just go to the top of the order. Ronnie.
Shouldn't Mithra
I'm
get
sorry,
her
Mithra
kill
has
shot
a
first?
second. I keep forgetting to give her second attack. Go ahead, Mithra,
Yeah.
you can take that.
He's immobilized. You can just do a coup d'etat.
Yes, and we're still in the end of the 6th round, right? So it's going to wash out to a +1.
So because of the
There's a
because
Chris,
of the webs,
Chris.
if you want to cut it out of the webs to get to just be able to get a clean attack on it, you could
Web's just burned
do
away.
that, but the webs are like burning, so you're basically kind of attacking a ball of fire right now.
So I risk burning myself, right?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
you wouldn't burn yourself. You would have had a moment to time your attack to where you would basically be sticking your blade maybe into the fire, but not yourself. So.
Okay. So then it's going to be +0, yeah?
Yeah, it'll just be like he's
Straight roll.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's a miss, unfortunately.
Miss. Yeah, can't see him.
Maybe there's just too much going on now that the fire and flame and smoke around him is lifted up a little bit. That brings us now back to the top, which should be Ronnie.
Jamie, the creature is still moving, right?
It is basically like it's sort of just laying in the web, and the web is burning up around it. I'm gonna take the web out now, so it's sort of now laying, a little slumped over on the ground.
Push it off the edge.
Yeah, I'll pick my torch and look.
Does that count as a backstab? He can't defend himself. Doesn't know you're there.
Well, you got him on the ropes here for sure. So if you want to just roll damage, we'll see where he ends up. 5 damage. Okay.
Plus the whatever plus this sword had.
All right. Yeah. So with that, this guy is toast. So you are able to put the final blow into him, and I'm imagining that maybe there's a bunch of successive blows that everybody is now, smacking him until he's, for sure, double dead, right? So we're gonna mark him as defeated. And the
I will not search the corpses. You may do the job,
the odor changed from the wretched smell to now like a burning wretched smell. So it's
so much
still,
better.
Not better.
It's
No.
still just
Not nice.
terrible up here smelling, and the scene itself, now that you've got this what you can tell is sort of a graveyard that's been dug up. Several of these tombs and tombstones look like they've been moved and kicked over, and the ground's been dug up beside them and underneath them. And so it looks like this thing and the other were, making a living up here doing that. And so you guys came into their kitchen, so to speak. And now you've dropped both of them. And let me clear out the darkness so that we can explain the rest of the stuff that's here. You guys should be able to see the whole map clearly now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when you guys are able to look up the hill a little bit more clearly. You can see that, again, it looked like at some point this was a place of remembrance that may have been used by any of the regional cultures, but it looks as if it's been ransacked, and the carvings and things that you do see look as if they've been damaged and moved and broken in many cases. But I'm going to let you guys poke around here when we get back. We'll take a midsection break here. And when we come
Sounds
back,
good.
let you guys, decide what you want to do next, and you can explore this area. So, sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
See you in 5.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks.
So just to give you guys some understanding, so you were fighting ghouls, and what you just fought was a little bit different. It was a ghast, and so that's why it had a couple of different things that it could do, even though it's very similar in nature to a ghoul. They're just both these undead, wretched things. And as you guys are sort of looking around, at this area, again, you see strewn about what look like a lot of sort of pillaged grave sites. And it looks like what was once probably a very serene and interesting place to have a tomb. It's now sort of fallen under a complete different condition. So you are able to move about now and explore, if you will, and I'll kind of just still have you give everybody a chance if there's anything you'd like to do. Maybe we'll start with Bart, given the change of circumstance and feeling a little better, and feeling as if the threats are at least gone for the moment. Anything that you're wanting to do?
Not really. And unless he sees like a statue of Lyra or something similar around, he'll kind of just stay close to the others and try not to wander off. I think he's a little shaken up from his battering.
What are Bart's non-weapon proficiencies? Let's see.
Non-weapons, he's got healing, herbalism, reading, writing, and forgery.
What languages does he know?
Common.
Oh, okay, under common.
Really, for reading, writing, yeah, he knows how to speak or interpret Undercommon and Old Wermish, but I don't think I know reading and writing for those.
Okay. Let's see. So, hang on one second. It was trying to find. So one of the some of the writing would be recognizable, even though most of it's chipped up or weathered to the point that you can't read things all that well. I want to give you a name. I don't know where I put it real quick here. Where was it? Sorry, one second. Oh, here it is. So you make out like you can't read everything like because there's a lot of damage to most of the tombs, but you do see that it looks like on a couple of the tombstones that this name was written on them. In common, at least that's the way it reads. So you kind of observe that. You don't recognize that name as anything meaningful. It's not a name you've come across before, but it seems like that's possibly like a surname that's common to some of these tombs up here. Then let's try Kurz, anything you wanted to accomplish?
What was the surname he ran across?
Dimswort.
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 Dimswort, and I pasted it in. So you would definitely see that, and be able to read that.
I'm gonna take a look at in passing the large ones here, this one here, and then finally this statue over in the corner.
Gotcha. Yep.
Any writings I can see or readable?
What are you able to read? What languages?
Let's see. Common, Elvish, Orc, Halfling, Ancient Dwarven.
So you. I think the way it works is that normally you have to spend it to be literate in each one, but I would say that starts to become pretty taxing on.
Well, I don't have reading writing for Orc and Halfling, but
Okay. So yeah, I mean, so you would be able to make out the Dimswort name as well in several places. Let's see if you want to give me a wisdom check. And also, what are Kurza's non-weapon proficiencies?
let's see. Let me give you the wisdom check. Wow.
It's a good check.
And the non-weapons are going to be the aforementioned Ancient Dwarven, Ancient History, Spellcraft, Appraising, Brewing, Writing Land-Based, Drawing, Painting, and Seamanship.
Okay.
Seamanship.
That's a good thing. That's a I wonder how you got that.
I was paying attention during a lot of long voyages, I guess. And rowing.
So, you would have the name Dimswort would maybe ring a distant bell for you. That it's a name that belongs to a sage, possibly, that you're not sure if you remember where he was from, but you think he's from the Inner Sea region. And so you feel like you've heard that name before, and that there was someone meaningful that went by that name from Cormier, but you don't have all the pieces to that puzzle as far as knowing all that history. But you recall seeing
I've heard that name before,
and in some of the books that you had come across when you were in the Sahagin lair, all the way back to that. When you were pouring through all that material and stuff, you remembered seeing that name in there as well. And those were all books that were from Cormier. So it would be somewhat familiar to you.
Okay.
All right. So if there's nothing else for Kurza, then Molly.
Yeah, I guess I kind of want to see if from the direction that the ghouls came from, is there any tracks? Can I kind of get a sense of where they came from, or they're just all over this graveyard? I guess I want to explore the perimeter to see if there's where do they come from.
Yeah. If you want to do a
don't have tracking.
Yeah, you can still do a wisdom check, and we'll give you some information.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that, you're able to see the tracks in the ground from the snow, obviously, that they've been around this area milling about. And it looks like there's some holes in the ground that are sort of big enough where they may kind of crawl into it, but they're not deep holes. They're, by these grave sites. And so you suspect that they probably lurk around in those little areas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And wait for people and try to attack them that way. But you're not able to find like any other origin for them, and you don't see any other tracks like going in any other direction other than just the immediate area.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that Amithra is curious about?
Um,
Wants to do?
no, it looks like Kurza checked out the statue, and Ronnie checked out that. Is that like a? Yeah, what was that? I think I might have missed.
Yeah, actually, it's on Ronnie now. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what you want to do, Ronnie? Checking out.
I'll check that. It's a day, something like that. An altar.
Yeah.
Or it's a tombstone.
It looks as if it's like a raised tomb or maybe like a small mausoleum even.
There is an entrance.
And so when you get up there, and you look at the front of it, it looks like the stone door that would have blocked off the front of it has been broken, and you can easily, at your size, slip through it, or see through it even, and it looks like it leads, into descends, from there. So you're able to kind of just see that. You don't see anything in there right now, but you can definitely see clearly through that opening that it was, probably some like small mausoleum or something like that. If you roll a percentile.
Percentile. Sorry.
That's no problem. Okay, so a couple things. So like you would look around. You don't really see many tracks that stand out. It looks like it could be well traveled, but there's no real distinct tracks. You do notice though that there are these metal balls that are sitting here beside the mausoleum that have these spikes sitting out the side of them. And it, to you being of the shadowy arts, to you it almost looks like a giant caltrop. And so you kind of think that that's kind of peculiar. You've not really seen anything like it before, but it's like in a way, to you it almost looks like a giant caltrop. And they're sitting, over here kind of on these edges, and they look like they're fashioned out of a little bit more crude iron, not something that was very likely original to this area. So
It's passed into the ground.
it's just
Or
it's
it's
like sitting on the ground, and it's got these metal spikes coming out of each side of it. It's several feet across, maybe 2 feet across is how wide each
very
of them
large
are.
piece.
Yeah.
Okay, I will just out of habit. I will check for traps
Sure.
and anything like that. Just like a warning alarm system, a crude alarm system, some tripwire or some anything close to that.
Okay. Sure. Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't see anything, that looks out of the ordinary, on the entranceway. I did want to kind of cut back that you guys had all looked at some of these other larger tombstones. I know you specifically called out looking at them. This, what looks like here was a statue, and it has you see the Dimswort name below the statue, but the head of the statue is missing. So it just looks like a torso, a body, and torso with no head on it. And it's got other chips in it and whatnot and cracks in it. So I wanted to point that out as well. This other larger piece down here is just rubble. So those are sort of the only other like most noticeable things as far as the immediate area, because I'm assuming everybody's searching and scanning everything that they can as you're figuring out what's going on.
Okay. Jamie, I will light a torch, and I will just peek inside this mausoleum.
Okay. So I guess where would the rest of you be when this is happening?
I'd
guess
be
it-
moving.
Depends on where we are.
If I'm finished, I'm going to move up towards where Ronnie's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, ditto.
I'll let you guys put yourselves where you want it to be whenever he lights the torch and starts looking around. Just to be safe. All right.
Ay, ay, ay.
What are these little things here?
Say what?
What are those?
They look similar to the other ones. They look like the spikes that come out of them are either broken off or maybe they're retracted inside of them. But it also looks like a metal ball.
And what's on top of this little mausoleum?
Just rubble and like some patterns that were broken and things like that looks like they've all been defaced.
Is that like literally the peak of this mountain then? Like
Yeah,
the
there's
rubble?
a larger boulder, that sort of marks the highest elevation here, but you're on like a pretty flat. It looks like they, leveled this at some point and made this a pretty nice setting for a tomb. But yeah, it just looks like it's been weathered and left probably alone for a very, very long time. As you look at it now.
This would have had to have been someone important's tomb, huh?
Yeah. Probably so.
So Ronnie is able to get the torch lit and takes a peek into the edge of the mausoleum, and anyone who's nearby who chooses to kind of peek through as well. It looks like the very first thing that you see is basically like a 10 by 10 chamber that's been got a lot of rubble and dirt in it, and it looks like there's from there a tunnel that goes further that probably wasn't a part of the original structure. As far as everything that you see inside of this is smooth stone, and then all of a sudden you see sort of this broken area where it's natural rock and dirt going deeper down towards the undermountain there. So that's what you see. I mean, in that immediate area, amongst the rubble and things in the room, it looks like there might be some ornamental things laying around, just from this distance, that catch your eye, Ronnie. For sure you would see some shiny objects strewn around in the rubble in that immediate room, but there's nothing very large in there. It just looks like, small rocks and things like that.
Guys, it's completely unexpected, but there is a tunnel down there. I wanna check it out.
Of course you do.
Naturally.
How is everyone?
Sorry,
Status.
I can't avoid that. It's stronger than me.
There's no body in the mausoleum either.
Yeah. Of course not.
Who knows? You might have just fought it. Who knows?
Could be.
I asked
You wait
Adam.
for a cup of coffee.
I mean, Bartholomew. Like, is it bad luck to leave these bodies about? Should we not burn them so they don't rise again?
Oh, let the mist take them, he says. Lyra
Well,
doesn't parlay with the dead very often. It's not one of my specialities, I'm afraid.
Mithra seems really spooked. Like she's not had
Or Lyra
experiences with such beasts as these.
Yeah, it's very unnatural. It's not. It definitely is chilling when you're face to face with them, and some of the effects that they've been able to already have on you, really make you wary of them. So I think you're all pretty cautious, and you would take some time to look at that opening in the mausoleum, and amongst the rubble that's in there, you're able to recover 17 gold and 14 platinum. And then you also find what looks like pieces of broken mirror laying around in there as well. So you're not sure what the mirror was exactly, but it's all in pieces now. From the amount of debris that you see, you would think it's a mirror that would be like the size of Ronnie. Like a fairly large mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, other than that, like some other broken shards of sort of ornamental things that look like they may have been original parts of the tomb, things that may have been left in there as the original tomb was left. But at this point, yeah, there's nothing else inside. You would have expected to see something else, but it looks as if it's almost been completely just emptied, and that this tunnel has been chipped and broken through the bottom corner of the room. And that's when Ronnie, you hear distinctly coming from down, and I did a detect noise check for you to see, but you hear down that tunnel what sounds like some voices, and that kind of catches you by surprise as you're sitting there, looking around the rubble, suddenly hearing these voices. You don't discern the language that's being spoken, but it sounds like male voices.
Male voice is down there, people.
So let me move the map, and we'll see if this one's working. Before we do, let me just double check it.
Maybe you should go spy on them, Ronnie.
Yeah, maybe.
And does anybody have any healing? Just that you can spare?
I've got a potion left, and unfortunately only took two cure lights for this ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that we have too much in the way of spells left, do we?
Are you badly hurt?
What was that?
Are you badly hurt?
I'm like moderately hurt. If you look at how many I have, but I don't have a lot to begin with, right? Because I'm not as seasoned as you all.
I have a potion here. I'll just leave that with you. You'll need in a pinch. You have some way to restore yourself.
What is it, Ronnie?
It's a healing potion.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
If you wanna use now or later, it's up to you.
Out of character, like what? Yeah. How many points is that?
I think it's 2d4, and they have 3 doses, but I'm not certain. Jamie.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was, I believe, a minor healing.
Yeah. It's 3 doses, 2d4 each.
Yeah. So you could at least take one now if you're particularly low. I was gonna ask, are you guys able to see each other's health bar on each other's tokens? Or
I
Only
see
see
only one.
Ronnie's.
oh, okay. I'll have to figure out, make sure that's consistent.
I can't see anybody's except for my own.
What I normally like to do is to let the healer be able to see everybody's and the rest not really know, because the healer would have, I think, a better sense of it and be monitoring it, versus everyone else probably doesn't have a great gauge of each other's pain threshold. So I'll probably work on that and make sure that that's fixed. But I would think Bart probably has the best read. Like you should be able to look at your party and recognize like who's most in need of healing like very quickly.
I can see Ronnie's, but that's it.
Okay, I'll make sure that
It's like the cameras.
yeah, actually here I think I can do it. You guys, does anyone see Bart's healing or Bart?
Yes.
Nope. Bart, yes.
Bart, okay.
Now,
And
Nope here.
I see Ronnie's. Everyone see Ronnie's?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Mithra's?
Oh, Imitra's up.
I think okay, cool. And at least the
Oh, I just had to zoom in a little bit to see the bars. Okay.
yeah, I'll copy these. All right. So, I'm sorry. If you were going to heal or do any other prep,
Yeah, I think maybe that's smarter. You said there was 3 applications, right, Ronnie? I think I'll just do it. Just be on the safe side. I'll take a dose, and so what is that? 2d4 you said plus?
Yeah, 2d4.
Just 2d4? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There we go. 3. Cool.
Average.
That gets me back almost. Yeah. Wait.
You all at once, it would be 6d4 plus 3 or
yeah, if you drink the whole thing at once, you get a little bit of extra boost, but
That seems to improve it, even if it's just her confidence that because she's really spooked by this. So and yeah, she's been having bad luck. She's the Rashemai are very superstitious. So
I will share a secret with you, Imitra. If you are feeling afraid, so brave, go near Bart. All your fears will be gone.
she's doing her best not to show her fear, but I think if you know her at all, you can tell that she's pretty spooked.
yeah, and I think as you're on the top of this mountain and you have the long view of valleys in both directions, like you see storm clouds in the distance. The wind has been kind of picking up the entire time that you're here, and so you definitely feel like you're gonna have to hunker down anyway at some point, whether it's in this particular place or down the mountain. The weather
It's a very cozy place.
You jest.
All right, so
Everybody grab a corner of the crypt,
It's
man.
the place you go to rest, right?
That's
I'm not
right.
ready for that rest. Yeah. Not today.
I'm getting the other.
Okay, I have a suggestion that everybody holds a burning torch, because even if some of us sees in the dark, burning torch may be helpful against things that lurks in crypts and such places.
That's a great idea. I can't see in the dark.
Yeah.
Can all the rest of you all see in the dark?
You can see in the dark, but
Just Ronnie and Koza can see in the dark, so I'll set your tokens up. Well, I assume so. It's Bart and Amithra that need to decide if you're gonna carry a torch, or
Well,
share a torch, that kind of thing.
I think everyone
I have a
should hold
buckler,
a
so
torch.
I can carry a torch, I think, with the buckler, right, and still make use
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, I think you can.
Yeah. So
I'm happy to carry a torch. Yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's not a problem. Yeah, you guys all have torches in your adventurers pack still. So let me before I move.
And Bart, the shining stone, so it's continual light that I gave you.
What was it again?
Um, right from the beginning, I found some stones with continual light on the Medusa, and I gave one to Bart.
Oh yeah, the stones of
Still
light.
got.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. So let me move you guys over then. I assume you're gonna go into the tomb, and or shift maps. You should have some vision now. So you're standing in the mausoleum area that we described. Where you retrieved some coinage, you found some other ornamental items, and then you see this, kind of rip open in the stone underneath it, and you get to where the opening is and close enough, and if you're quiet and still, you can hear voices. And Ronnie was already alerted to it, so he would have kept everybody pretty quiet as you were all getting into the area. So you still hear the voices, and now you're all standing next to Ronnie at this entrance.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and position myself a little bit further in the tunnel to better listen.
Okay, so what's the order going to be after Ronnie? Is there anyone want to be second?
I guess I'll hang back because I have a torch, and I don't want to alert them to our presence.
Well, I can see down without a torch.
There's something here. I don't know why. What?
Yeah, so I just want to make sure I got you guys lined up. Okay, so Kurza's second, and then Bart. I'm kind of like this. So this screen doesn't have like the snap grid enabled, and so you'll just have to try to place yourself between the lines if you can. Otherwise, it'll probably snap and mess you up and your vision up. But you
Like that?
Yeah, you're good. You're good there. Yeah, you're good there. You start down, into this chamber, and it smells pretty musty. And again, you hear some voices that sound like they're coming from further in, straight away from where you're at. And as you get to this, get about 15, 20 feet into this area. And you look over here, and in this corner, you see there's a small wooden crate. And next to the wooden crate, it looks like there is a wooden symbol that resembles the eye that you had seen on your arm. So,
Really?
if you remember this, at the very bottom of those symbols underneath the hand, there is like a circle in a circle, like an eyeball type of symbol. And what you see on that in this corner here looks like that symbol on almost like on a round shield. So, but it just looks like again, like it's out of place. As far as what you've already seen above ground, it doesn't look like it would have been something that was from that era. So
So that is fathers here. Okay. May I go a little bit further, Jamie?
You may. You may. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Nice and slow. Very nice and slow.
If you want to roll another detect noise when you get up to,
I want.
to there. Yeah, that's good.
Here it is. I think I never detected noise before.
Yeah, and I was gonna try to give you like more information on like the direction and maybe even what is being what you can maybe make out from the voices more, but
Uh,
you're getting
I
close.
think Ronnie is a little bit distraught about the picture in the shield. He's unfocused
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
I think so. I think so, and it's just too much echo, and it's
Yeah.
not discernible. So, um, yeah. So the rest of you, I guess, are following behind, and you would get to this. At least you can line up behind Ronnie, and you would be able to see the same thing that he's talking about, where there's a small wooden crate next to this shield that has that logo or symbol on it. And let's see, you're on the wrong side of the wall, Kurza. I'll move you back. There you go. Let me get you guys in.
He's got pass wall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Special
Powerful
natural
wizard.
ability.
There you go. I'm trying to make them smaller so they fit easier. It's a little crooked and janky in here, but you guys all get to that same point, and you guys see that, and uh, let's see. I'm trying to think who it is. So it would be
Of course.
Ronnie, Kurza, and Bart. Um, I need you guys to make a savings throw.
Oh joy.
Fireball on our heads, guys. It's our first fireball. And we are on the wrong end.
1 second. So it's
Saving throw for what?
Fails.
okay. So yeah. So do a save for spell.
Told you.
Okay, where is that?
Where's the saves? Oh, I just found. Okay, spell. I'm a little bit resistant
Oh
to.
no!
Yeah. Take that.
Okay. All right. So yeah. I guess Bart. You as you get into this vicinity and you see that symbol, you feel like rage kind of welling up inside of you. That seems to be coming out of nowhere, and you're at the point where you're looking at whoever's next to you, and you're feeling like you want to strike them, and it's taking everything in your power to not raise your weapon and strike the nearest person. You are able to control it to some extent, and you don't do it, but it disturbs you. And so that the rest of the party would kind of notice how focused fighting in your own mind, that is going on, and so that's sort of the scene that's laid out as you're getting close to that thing, and you feel that overwhelming sense.
And this is when I got close enough to the shield to see the symbol on it.
Yes, yes. All of you would have felt your arm, getting warm. Um, as well. Like regardless of feeling the effects of the rage, those of you who have this same symbol on your arm would feel it getting really warm. So you would you would just suddenly have that feeling. In Amithra, you don't have that.
No.
You would be in the back, seeing all three of them react very differently all of a sudden to the sight of this thing, which you haven't really seen before, other than maybe you noticed it on their tattoo amongst all the other symbols, but not something you've had to live with like they have.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
So the at that point, again, there's no other real effect of it, but you guys do see Bart is his concentration looks like it's somewhere else, and you still hear the voices within, but you feel like they might be moving. The voices might be moving, and doesn't sound like they're necessarily
Away or closer to us?
It doesn't sound like they're necessarily getting closer to you, but it sounds like they're moving. If you want to
I'll hide.
if you want to do another detect noise, Ronnie, I can maybe tell you if you get an idea of where.
Let's see. Right. Oh, I can't get it right.
Yeah, you still can't echolocate where it's coming from, or really what's being said, or you can't really make out anything to decipher it at this point. So, if you wanted to hide or whatever, you can try to
Yeah.
do that.
When in doubt, hide.
There's no trees to climb, so
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
sure
guess
there's shadows to hide in.
shadows that we'll have to do.
yeah. So yeah, you can definitely be far enough from the torch light or the stone light, I should say, to where you're able to be very well hidden or feel very well hidden in the shadows and walking around on the edges.
And I'll move a little bit faster towards the sounds.
Okay, so yeah, you can take, if you want to take like 5 more squares in the direction you want. Yep. Okay, yeah. So you get out into this opening, and then this is where, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see a couple different directions that you could go there, and it's more obvious to you at this point that the voices are certainly coming from somewhere in that general direction, not above you. So
Okay.
that you start to get a better sense that they're that direction somewhere, and the voices, again, do sound like they're moving now, and it sounds like there might be other movement, like something solid moving, not metal. So maybe perhaps like something wooden. Sounds like it's being moved or moving. Nothing heavy. It doesn't sound heavy, but you just maybe it's a chair on the floor or a table being slid or something like that size, and that kind of noise is what you hear. The voices sound continuous as far as whatever they're saying. They're continuing to talk.
I'll step out the shadows for a little bit and make a hand signal to Curza, calling them to get close to me, indicating there is no one here for now. It's safe to get close.
Oh, I seem to have found the midway point where there's a ladder and some other stuff.
So Ronnie, he went a little further, but for those of you who are in that general area, yeah, you would see what looks like some wooden structures, as if, again, like digging was occurring, and there was some crude attempts to do this digging in this area, and there's some equipment laying around, some tools laying around, ladders, and the everything looks like it's in good condition, like as if it's usable as it is, and that it's probably been used not too long ago. Although you don't see anything here that makes you feel like it was just being used, or anything like that. So if you get into that, you can find that they've got some like rock hammers and picks laying around in this area, and other, sort of small digging tools.
What is this stuff?
Yeah, that's like the tools. There's like
Oh, okay.
like boxes or whatever that have all that in it.
Is there any like high ground, like anything elevated that someone could crouch on, or?
You could do a wisdom check if you want to see if you can spot something like that, maybe.
Is this a ladder down or up?
It is down. Yeah. Down.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Amithra you might sense that this area up here seems like an odd place as far as it looks like a dead end. So like that seems suspicious to you. Like you don't like that direction much. The rest of it looks like it's like more well used, and this area looks like it's less well used. So that'd be like the only thing that would probably stand out from that vantage point.
I was also looking for a higher, like, yeah, if there was, because it looked like there was like crates and stuff, like for myself even, like in future, like should we try and like spring a trap on someone or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, I think amongst some of this gear that's being used for digging and whatnot, you could there are crates that could be stood on that are maybe like 3 feet tall, something like that.
Okay.
But there's nothing that's real high up. It's a pretty gradual, and until you get to the ladder, it's all pretty gradual descent.
So I whisper to them, yeah, it looks like this area up here hasn't been used. This feels kind of suspicious up here. I don't know.
Did you guys check it out?
Looks like a suspicious area.
Yeah.
That leads to a dead end, huh?
What do you think? Like, you think it might be some kind of...
Well, I'm gonna kind of...
Oh, you don't need light, that's right.
examine it for, like, secret passages as a possibility.
Good thinking.
Roll a d6.
Comes around all the way to, back to Ronnie.
You can roll a d6, Chris.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything. I mean, you feel similar to Mithra that it seems odd that that this is here. Out of as far as doesn't seem very useful to you, but you don't see anything that you're able to out of
Yeah.
Jamie,
Okay.
while I'm doing this, I will hide here and keep an eye down there.
You've got some echo going on yours, but where were you watching, or where were you wanting to watch?
Yeah, to keep an eye on the
This direction. Oh, that direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see what you can see right now, because let me see what you can see. Okay. All right.
I can see this up to here.
Go ahead and do a detect noise, and Bart
Okay.
and Amithra do a wisdom check, please.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. So, Bart, you kind of feel like you're hearing something moving around down the ladder tunnel. Nothing loud, but you definitely felt like you heard something moving.
Okay, I'll point it out to the Mithra next to me.
Yeah, she's on. She wasn't able to hear it, but you're like able to point it out, and then she can maybe hear it faintly, and isn't as sure about where it's coming from as you are, but
You hold this torch, and I can at least cover us with an arrow in case something comes this way.
Yeah, I'll grab the torch.
And yeah, I'll just get my bow ready in case something pops up.
okay. Yeah, nothing comes at you or anything like that. I mean, the movement sort of subsides, and you continue to hear the voices coming from the other direction further to the east.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ronnie disappeared into the darkness. Right?
Yeah, I guess you can't see Ronnie right now.
I can't see. No, I can't from where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I have a good shot looking down where Bart heard something, so I can see clearly.
You might all be like in a loud whisper range at this point,
Okay.
Loud whisper ranger, I like it.
Because like Mithra could at least whisper to Bart, who I think can see Ronnie. One of them can see each other, so that's good as far as your position. But what would you like to do next? I guess Ronnie is the lead on that. Do you?
Well, I want to go down this coast
Okay.
very slowly, very carefully.
All right. You can go ahead and do your checks, and I'll move you for a second just to get you to the right spot.
What do you want me to roll?
Do a move silently and hide and seek.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Here.
Excellent. Okay, so where you're at, Ronnie, you turn this corner and you look into a larger room. You see a table across the room and immediately notice the back of a humanoid figure wearing a reddish robe, and he seems to be talking to somebody to his left that you can't see. At least that's what it seems like from your point of view. So you should see
Precisely.
it on your screen. So. And so you can, at that point, I guess, signal back to Kurza, who could signal to Mithra, who could signal to Bart or something like that.
Yeah. There's a hostile ahead.
And I'm gonna see.
Two targets.
All right, so I guess it's really up to you guys to decide if you're wanting to.
What can I think about it? I see about it. I think it's humanoid.
I guess do a do you have observation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do observation. It looks like a medium-sized humanoid. Based on the voice now that you're closer as well, it sounds like it could be, a human or another, common humaner. As far as like the tone of the voice sounds like something that would be, common for something like that, like a human or an elf or a half elf, possibly like something in that range is your guesstimate.
The clothes indicate some allegiance to some of the factions we are used to, like centering or anything else.
I don't know why I've got like a lot of echo on yours, so it's.
Sorry, I don't know why.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing what you're
Yeah,
saying. The echo
the
is coming
the guy's clothes denote some allegiance, like he's entering or any other faction.
I would say, yeah, based on your observation check, it doesn't look that familiar to you. Like you would have probably heard about in Sembia, when you were a child, you probably heard about the red wizards, and you've probably heard
Ooh.
like tales of red wizards before.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
famous.
probably the first thing that you would think of is, those tales that you heard of red wizards, but at the same time, like you don't know specifically, like you haven't seen this exact look with your own eyes. You've just heard of red wizards, so that's kind of like where your mind jumps.
Uh, my mother used to say, "If you don't eat all your supper, the head wizard will abscond you."
So
And
I would say then for Kurza, like you would sense, Ronnie would very likely have signaled to you, that he spotted something, so to be careful.
I'll get back to them, and I will assemble them and explain what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys would all get the lowdown. What I'll do is I'll drag your tokens. I want you guys to see on your map what he saw. So I'm gonna put each one of you there, and then I'll move you up to the rendezvous so that you have it at least filled in. So right there is what we were talking about. That's who he saw. And
Okay.
who else needs to see it? Kurza needs to see it. So right here, Kurza. That's the back of one person that seems to be talking to someone else on his left that you don't see, but that's what Ronnie is able to describe to you. So you guys have that picture, in your mind as far as what's happening down the hall as you gather in this dark, shady corridor. Actually, let's see, could Bart?
Only we had a fireball.
Could Bart, Amithra, and Ronnie do a percentile roll, please?
Percentile.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think, I think probably based on like what Ronnie described, you guys would similarly not really be able to place like the wizard robe, or whatever it is, the robe that he's wearing, to a place, but you would have heard some of the same tales of red wizards and all kinds of various things that go along with them, and the general theme is that they are not to be trusted, regardless of their origin.
Yeah, that's kind of my part of the world. Like I'm from, yeah.
Do we know if they were speaking in common?
I think so. For Ronnie, he would have been down there. He would have been close enough. It didn't sound like common to him. So he would probably say it didn't quite sound like common to him. He couldn't make out the
It's a
conversation.
foreign.
Well, what are we gonna do? We've got two hostiles in that. Was there a way out of that room aside from the way in, Ronnie, that you saw?
Yeah,
There was
Just-
another way out.
at least two of them. No way out.
No way out.
But the place is larger.
It's a large cave, large area.
There's a fire and
Well, I heard a noise down in the cavern back a ways to the south. Maybe we should take care of that before, so that we don't have them coming from both sides.
yeah, I like it.
At least to start. I don't know. Anybody else have any ideas?
I don't like people that I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much in the way of combat left.
I've got some oil. I don't know if that could help somehow.
Should help.
I guess could I start my arrows? Could I use the oil as like pitch or something? Or...
Tar.
Yeah.
Hmm?
You could
We bought tar.
Tar. Oh, I need tar. Yeah. Oh, you have tar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's maybe something to think about when we were facing what we were, huh? But maybe not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time we'll know.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, you guys are kind of in a rock and a hard place right where you're at right here, because you've got what you feel like is some movement to your south, this way, and then to your southeast, you now know for sure that there's more than one humanoid that's wearing these red robes.
We have to clear the one to the south as quietly as possible, and as quickly as possible. Hopefully it is just one. So,
Yeah.
can you
I'm
scout?
wondering
Can you
about
scout
that.
down there real quick, Ronnie, and we'll be right behind you.
I can.
So that you'll be unseen.
Yeah. Vanishing in the dark. Yeah. I must roll something.
You're gonna do. I guess you're gonna move silently, in that direction.
Yeah. And
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna move you a little further.
please do.
All right, you get to about this area, and when you turn and look into this room, you see what looks like a small little living quarters. There's some shelves against the wall, and there's some organized, papers and things in the room. There's a bearskin rug on the floor. There's a table, and at the table you see a man who is looking down and looks like he is reading something and writing occasionally, but mostly reading and leaning in his chair. It just seems completely unaware of you as you creep down and get a glance at him.
Or sliding your knife slowly into his back.
So yeah, I mean, we can go into turn order if you guys are like ready to do anything like that. But Ronnie, you sort of have the, I guess, to decide if what you're wanting to do, like if you're reporting back to the group.
Yeah, I'll backtrack and that I found another guy wearing hat.
So you guys.
We found a map.
How about? I have a thought. You said is his back is turned to your approach. You said.
No, he said it. He's studying.
I didn't understand what you said.
I'm trying to fix the sound, but he's studying.
He was studying because maybe I could, if there was some way I could get up on him. I'm really good at wrestling. I could try and cover his mouth and pin him down, and we could tie him up.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
And then we get him secured, and then maybe we can interrogate him later.
Let's do that.
You kind of do like a whole rush where you just all sort of rush in, right? I guess something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically I want to try and put my hand over. I do have the wrestling specialization actually, and I want to try and get my hand over his mouth and pin him. So some of that would maybe depend on me being kind of quiet.
I think that's the whole key is that for you to get you need to get within 30 feet so that you can do half your movement and then attack.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, to get to the point that you're within 30 feet, I would say do a dex check.
Mm-hmm.
And Ronnie roll a move silently, and we'll combine.
Let's see what happens.
These and see if you're able to, how far you're able to get, quietly. Oh.
Whoa! Epic fail.
Yeah. So
I like kick something over and it goes.
Maybe the ladder, comes tumbling down. Like if you're trying to climb the ladder and the ladder, slips or whatever.
Oops.
You do still have one astonishing fortune left if you wanted to use it there, but
Oh my God! What do y'all think?
It's.
I think it's probably you probably ought to use it.
So let me move you down where we're talking. So I'll move you to where that noise would have taken place. For the other guys, were you going to be coming? What were you thinking as far as this plan was concerned before we figure out the consequences of that?
I think maybe I would follow behind close enough to stay out of sight from what we know is around us.
Okay. All right. And Kurza, you're following as well, kind of behind them, but not too terribly far, so you're in range for casting and stuff.
What's the consensus? What's the consensus? Should I use an astonishing fortune so that I don't blow this, or?
I say yes.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna roll again.
Check. I mean, a 13 is not the easiest check. So.
Yeah, but even if you fail, we don't want it with the. Yeah, there you go.
There's not a crit.
Okay. So. Yeah. So.
Why can't I get that when I'm willing to hit?
I'm gonna say that it's the ladder wobbles basically to a point that makes enough noise that you personally feel, each of you feel like that would have been heard and audible down at least in the direction you're heading, right? You would feel like it'd be audible in that direction. You're not so sure if the guys who are talking would have heard it over top of their own conversation and around the corner, but you feel like the guy you would have been coming up on, if he got all of his faculties, would have very likely heard it. But
we lost the surprise element.
Nothing immediate happens, but it's up to you guys. So let me put you into turn order, and then we'll step through what you want to do here now that the surprise has been foiled by the pesky ladder.
He maybe think it's one of his compatriots. Yeah.
It's possible, you never know. If only you knew what they were saying, maybe you could just, make a little comment to them. But if, let's see, I guess it would be probably to Ronnie to roll initiative now. I think that's where we might be.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, yeah, so you guys can go on 9, and I've got him adding.
Do I sound better now?
Say that again.
Do I sound better now?
A little bit. Yeah.
I see
I'm
Molly
trying.
lighting up pretty much when Ronnie or I are talking.
What's up?
Maybe Molly, your speakers are picking, or your mic's picking up your speaker maybe a little bit.
I don't know. I mean, I've got my speakers coming through my earphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's weird. Yeah. I hear myself echo, and I see in Discord Molly lights up when either I or Ronnie are speaking.
Let me look at Discord. Yeah, I usually have that way in the back. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good catch, Adam. I think Yeah, maybe it's switched the source.
It always kind of does what it wants to sometimes.
Yeah, I know mine does.
So I should mute it when I'm not talking? I can do that.
Well, I think if your source is good, if you double checked your mic source is good, then maybe it's just a mute check. But if you notice in Discord, whenever those guys do talk, it was lighting up a little bit. So I don't know how, but it's picking up something.
Yeah, that is very weird.
We're I think we're good. I got all of you guys in here, or no? Okay, Bart and Kurza. Okay. I think I just may have overwrote you guys. Sorry. Does everybody have their turn order correct? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I did that.
Thanks.
Okay. So yeah. So basically, you hear some movement coming from down in that direction. It sounds like again, like maybe some wood is moving and that something's moving around a little bit. And Ronnie is up. So Ronnie,
Okay. I will.
you might be at like this point, like standing at the top of the ledge and like looking at Amithra right as she made like the loud noise, and right
Okay.
now like decide how you're gonna react.
From that point, I can see down there.
Yeah.
It's an open ledge, or just the ladder goes down.
It's open. It's open as well.
If I may I jump down there?
Yeah, you could. I think you could do like a.
I'll be using tumbling to break my fall.
Yep, you can do that from that height. It's not gonna cause anything unless you have a terrible roll, but.
Yeah, it's no damage up to 10 feet.
Yeah.
And
You're
okay.
good.
Yeah, and I will hide very fast. I will hide where these crates are. Here.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and you can do your hide check, and that brings up Mithra.
Yeah, so even though I want to have the element of surprise, I think I kind of want to stick with the plan. I'm going to try and get to him. I'm going to rush in on him, and if I can make it, try and wrestle him and get my hands over his mouth.
Cool. So let's see how far you can go.
That's because I don't think that has a speed factor, right? Like it's speed factor 0 if it's hand to hand.
Yeah. So he's 25 feet or so.
Okay,
so you can make it and make your attack. So if you wanna.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I'll move you down here. Oops. Or you can move yourself. Yeah. So
Just give me.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's stood up, so he's like just standing beside the table there when you walk in. And you can go straight up to him and make your attack. I would just say that as you come into the room and see him, you see that he's in like these dark reddish robes. His face looks like human to you, but it looks like he's very thin. Almost like skeletal, cheekbones and everything. He just looks like he's pretty thin. But he looks. You would guess that he's human, like you are. And his face is very pale, and his eyes are very strange to you. They're almost like he's got no pupil when you see him.
Creepy.
So that's sort of the what the scene is as you walked in on him, and he's stood up, was looking in that direction, but you're able to come in and make a sudden attack on him. So let's see how this goes. This should be very interesting.
I rush in on him. I know. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to think how to roll this though, because I mean I don't have Here's the
grappling.
Yeah. So I have the wrestling specialization, and then here's what I have written down like from that. But there might be some of the rules I don't have written down.
Okay.
It's kind of like an abbreviated
Wow, she's good.
I've been waiting to use it. But I probably, yeah, I mean, hopefully, I have a shot at it, right? I do have a shot at it, because I am good at wrestling. And I'm like, yeah, this evil is over for you, I say to him as I reach out with my
Wow.
mitts.
So, yes.
I hope the roll 20 it's on pace with you.
So do I read that correctly where it says, like, that is all maneuvers will do 2 points of damage plus strength bonus? So, like, yeah. I'm hoping that I want to kind of get him in a headlock if I can, or, and maybe it's a called shot because I'm trying to cover his mouth, right? I don't know.
That is true. Let's see.
Because I don't want him to call out,
Yeah, I'm trying to find the. I know there's a grappling table. I wanted to say it was grappling.
Yeah.
But I don't see it in the DMG.
I thought there's one in the players book.
It's on the
for
players book.
wrestling.
Oh, it's in the players. Alright.
On the combat section, the players.
Let's see.
Page 98.
It's at the punching and wrestling table.
Awesome. Oh, you got the other edition. It's on 97. Okay, 97. Okay, yeah. These are more like. I see the wrestling move. I'm looking to see if there's a headlock in here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so headlock's, just one of the things that could randomly happen if you rolled on this table, but because you're trying to do a headlock, it says that it has a 9% chance of knocking them out. So if you connect and you do get him in a headlock, you can roll a percentage and potentially knock him out from getting him in the headlock.
So it probably is a called shot. So it's probably like -4, and then I have a +1 bonus with the specialization. So I'm at -3, maybe.
I'm good with a -2 here. I think.
Okay. No, yeah, because we did kind of get the drop on him, even though he heard something, right?
It seems like it's sort of your your signature move in a way.
Yeah. Well, wrestling is popular in the pits, right?
Yeah. You wouldn't have been able to survive without being good at wrestling.
Since I don't have it on a weapon table, I guess I'll just roll 1d20 -2, right? Just type that out.
I see they have either the punch
my Thaco is 19, so.
Or the wrestle side. So. Interesting.
Oh, they do have it in there?
Yeah. The same chart.
God.
The left side is punch, the right side is wrestle.
Yeah, that's what we're using. And if she had connected, she'd have a 9% chance to knock out.
Yeah.
But
nope, not gonna happen.
Unfortunately, she got a 0, which I don't know that I've seen a 0. That's impressive. It's not a 1, so there's no, but
yeah, I just reach out and I hit the table or something.
Maybe you stumble on the bearskin rug or something.
Yeah.
As you're trying to reach over to grab him, and you get slightly a hold of his maybe his shoulder, but you're unable to get the headlock that you want to get with so you're sort of hand gesturing or hand fighting with him at this point, but you haven't been able to secure him or grab him.
Yeah.
He turns and says, "What? Did you say something?" And you grab air.
Kurza, you would be up next. You would have heard some of the tussling going on down there.
I don't know. Maybe I should just face palm and
That's a new move.
Is he down there? Because I still see Ronnie close by, so I guess I'll pretty much just kind of hold my action.
Okay. All right. So
I'll go down there.
You're at the top. You're at the top of the ladder, and you can.
Where did Ronnie already go?
You can't really Well, you would, I guess.
I can see Ronnie because I can see in the dark. So.
Well, he's hiding in shadows though, so
Oh, okay.
he would only, you would only see
You
Ronnie if
think
you wanted
you
to
can
see
see me.
Ronnie. But I would think you've been watching Ronnie, so you know where he slipped into the shadows at. So, yeah, you can move that far for sure. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, it's about as far as I want to go.
All right. All right. Sorry about that. Then that means we're at Bart, I think.
And I think I'm just gonna kind of move up the rest of them and try and. Oh, that's not gonna help me. But I was gonna try and back up against the wall here, and then realize I'm right in the line of sight. But I imagine Bart is as surprised as I am when he gets here. Whoops! I went around one more corner than I should have.
Yeah. So you would now see. I think you can see. Yeah, you can see him and her are grappling and still trying to figure out who's got a hold of who. But so yeah, you've all gone, and we're back to initiative, which I don't know. Is it Ronnie? Or
I think it's me now.
I think it might be Molly.
I think it's my go. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, Molly, go.
Give me a 1.
Okay.
It's so funny. Sometimes the dice rolls under a portrait and I can't tell what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are 8s. I'll let you adjust them. I'm not going to change them for you here.
He hasn't cried out yet or anything?
He has not made any real utterance as of yet.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna stick with what I tried to do again. Try and do it again. So no change to my number.
Okay, 1 second.
8, I guess, huh?
She's dead already.
Yeah, 1 second. Let's see. All right, yeah. So he's going on a 4. Okay. So I think we got it.
Mine should be an 8, but I can't seem to change it for some reason. Wait, let me try.
There we go.
There it goes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he, basically kind of separates from you for a quick second and looks as if he does an incantation. And he casts a spell.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And I need you to roll a save versus spell.
Okay. Save versus spell. That's like my worst one. Thanks. Let's see. Where's that at? It's... There it is.
Okay.
Fail. Hard.
So you suddenly feel as if the strength from your body has been drained, and you
Oh no!
you are going to have a strength of 5 temporarily.
Oh my god, that's a nightmare for me.
Which means it's a -2 attack penalty, and yeah, that's basically you just feel very weakened suddenly by his spell that targeted you.
It's -2 to attack and damage?
I think it's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a place to put temporary
If you just change your dexterity your strength
strength?
on the sheet
Oh,
now,
it'll do it. I see.
for you, yeah.
I'll just remember
You
that
are lucky to
it was 16.
wear no armor. Or you could even move.
Yeah, that's true. So like your encumbrance is basically now, you know, overwhelmed by what you're wearing.
Yeah.
That you feel like
I couldn't sprint too well. Yeah.
hindered by it. So
Yeah, it's -2 to hit, -1 damage. Weight allowance 10. Maximum press 25 pounds. I can lift a cat litter over my head.
One piece of your armor probably weighs 10 pounds. So
Yeah, I'm probably
You're feeling pretty weakened right now.
I kind of put my hand on the table and just like, whoa.
And Ronnie, you would be up next.
Okay. I'll move into the fray. And well, he will see me anyways. So I'll stab him.
Yeah, you're gonna run up. Okay.
Yeah.
And short sword.
And I'll try to pick his attention from Molly.
That's your magic
Short sword. Yeah. It's a good.
Ooh, wow.
My at 20. No, it's a
Crit.
19.
Very
19.
good.
Nice.
It's a 19, no 19. Net 20.
You needed that. That was a great roll.
Yeah. Take that. Motherfucker wizard. Don't forget the unknown bonus.
Well, you can roll on the crit table and we can see.
I think it was not a. It was a crit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's green.
I thought it was a 19.
Oh, okay. So you're only gonna do.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna do 5 damage, but then you're also gonna do a persistent damage. So you can roll another d6, and he'll take both this turn, but then he'll have ongoing damage from the hit. Okay.
One.
He'll only take one, but at least it's the gift that keeps on giving. So,
Yeah. Figures.
So tell us what did Ronnie do here? What was his attack like?
When he heard Molly screams, I think something goes wild in his mind, and he just run and jump with the short sword on the wizard's stomach.
Yeah.
Nice.
Disembowel that mother.
Let's see if you are red inside too.
And so yeah, you definitely spill some red blood from this guy. And even though Molly is suddenly weakened, she would have seen this excellent attack as the halfling swoops in and makes a very accurate strike. So well done. Molly, you're up.
Okay. Well, weakened or not, I still have a really good knowledge of leverage and holds and stuff. So I am gonna go forward with my wrestling attack. But instead of like going for a specific hold, I'm just gonna attack wrestling style. Try and throw my weight on him.
Sure.
Yeah, if I have a chance of getting him to the ground or something. So it's -2 to hit, but then I have a +1 for the specialization, so I would be a net of -1. Not happened for me tonight. 4, right? Or 5? Yeah, 4. I rolled a 4.
It's
Or
not
5.
your day or night.
Yeah, well, she's weakened, so yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah,
spooked.
exactly. She's in a bad state right now, as far as that's concerned. So it's difficult for her to get much going. But of course, if she keeps tying him up too, she can take more damage than some of the other party
Right.
members too. So she's a better shield than others, even in weakened state. So, you're good. So I think it's Kurza. Yeah, Kurza. He's moving in. We don't hear you, but I see you moving.
Yeah.
There you are.
I'll try getting behind him. And smack him.
Let's see. So where are you coming from? The ladder? Just to.
Yeah. Well, I was south of the ladder, but
I see. Okay, you were like here, maybe. Yeah, you can get there. Yep.
okay.
Even if you had to go the long way, you could have got there. So. Yep. And what are you attacking with, or are you casting?
Little quarterstaff.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right.
That's exactly what you needed. So.
Ain't that wonderful?
Here.
Let's see.
Oh,
One whole point of damage.
1 point of damage. Okay, so yeah, I mean you just don't get
Uh,
a true strike on him. Just barely.
Tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, but you've got him fairly well surrounded here to where he's gonna have to make decisions about what he does next.
Yeah.
But Bart, you are up, sir.
Yeah, Bart will probably make his way in and try and bash him with his mace.
Come on, Bart.
No.
Yes.
Hell yeah. No, I'm sorry. No, what am I saying? Yeah.
Oh, this could be interesting. Yeah.
This could be very, very, very pivotal.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
it's the
Oh,
I'm gonna say if you roll a D3 or roll a D6, I'll make Ronnie 1, 2, Amithra 3, 4, and Kurza 5, 6.
all right.
So it's Kurza.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
I'll meet you guys at the top of the mountain. Let me know what happens.
you gonna take your toys and go home?
Either that or I'll end up under the table, I suspect.
You'll end up like ghoul gas munchies. We'll all be munchies for ghouls.
Greg said, "Oh, I still have to roll damage, I suppose, don't
Yeah.
I?" Oh,
Not really.
I like to forget, but okay, there you go. There's a good time to roll
there you go.
one. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
just a scratch.
So that was your mace, right?
yeah, that was my
You
mace.
say that the mace, basically somehow or other, went just swinging too wildly, and somehow or other caught a part of him, unsuspectingly, and grazed him. Fortunately, not doing a ton of damage. So, could have been a lot worse.
I'm down by half, so what the hey?
Wow. Wow.
That means.
Well, I managed to get double-digit hit points now. I'm at 12. Now I'm down to 6.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's better than I thought you were saying, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's still not good.
Yeah.
All right, so initiative. I think it's Adam's turn.
Well, hopefully, all my bad rolls are done for a little
Roll
while.
low. Roll low.
I've done worse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
Not as good as that.
No, but good.
Company's coming.
Yep.
I smell a first level spell.
Okay. All right. This is 2, so these guys are 4. Okay. All right. Yeah. So first thing, oops, let me descend it. First thing is that this guy here, who's standing between all of you, he looks like he is going to try to cast another spell. And he, let's see. Yeah, so he starts casting a spell, and you guys see basically what looks like to be a glowing hand that sort of looks like the caster's hand, and it materializes right in between you all. I'll draw it on here. Right, it looks like that. I think just like that. So it's like a glowing, floating, spectral hand, and it basically can attack towards you guys. So it's let's see. Yeah, so he basically now is in control of this hand, and I'm gonna figure out which one of you I'm targeting. First, it's Mithra. So the spectral hand is going to swat towards you. And it misses you. So you're fortunate that this thing didn't take advantage of your weakened state. It somehow still misses you as it swats towards you. The next thing is the. Oops, I got the wrong thing selected. Here we go. So back here, this guy that's sitting at this table has taken notice, and he has stood up and he has walked in this direction. And he begins to utter a spell as well. And let's see, how many of you?
What?
All right, he's going to.
Oh my god.
Let's see, what's that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. He's casting a spell there, and that's going to affect Bart, Amithra, and Kurza. So you guys need to do a save versus spell.
Great.
Let's see. Wait a second. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. It's Kurza does a save versus spell, and
Okay.
Bart gets a save, but Amithra does not get a save. So let's see. Did you guys roll?
Yep.
Bart, you saved. Okay, so Kurza failed, so it looks like Amithra and Kurza, you feel trembling and shaking fear that frightens you from your core. And,
Oh, hell.
you are going to take another -1 to attack and damage rolls until the effect wears off.
-1 to attack and damage.
Have that going on right now. this out of here. There we go. All right, back
Hells.
to Ronnie. And we'll go for just 15 more minutes, and we'll wrap up at 12:30 Eastern.
Aye.
Give him his
We'll save the-
persistent damage.
We'll save the TPK for next time.
TPK.
I need Brian to be here. So
Yeah.
I get everybody in, everybody.
Yeah. He'll show up, like he's running up the mountain.
It's a pinch, hein? Let me see. There's 2 more guys. This guy. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a spectral hand floating here in between the 3 of you.
Yeah.
That's acting by control of this caster.
Yeah. That's right.
And this last spell effect, was that from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It felt like it came from him. Yep.
I will drink my invisibility potion.
Aha. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You are invisible.
Yeah. May I move this round or just drink the potion?
I think retrieving and drinking is the turn.
1 round. Okay.
Yeah. But you are
As
unseen.
but I can get on all 4s right as after as I drink to be
Sure. Yeah. If you want to.
lower than they less see me.
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah. So if anybody was looking in your direction, that you would have just completely vanished from sight after drinking a few sips of the potion, and Kurza may have seen that, and Kurza's up.
Well, let's see. I guess I'm going to just have to take a wet. Did you apply the persistent damage to this guy?
Oh no! Thank you for the reminder.
Oh,
Point.
very good, Mr. Curzon.
Well done.
Yeah, we got
I
to
forgot all
remember
about
that.
Get what you can get.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's
Let's
your
try and
job.
whack-
You are the wizard.
Yeah. Is there a flanking bonus or anything in this version?
We did everything right now.
That's right.
I mean, at this point, I would say the position that you're in, like, especially for Kurza, that you would have a bonus. I'll give you a +1 because of the fact that you've got multiple people helping you flank.
Yeah, he's like surrounded almost.
He's kind of reverse flanking with his spectral hand to the other 3.
Yeah.
Reversibly.
That's not really affecting Kurza. Kurza is still in the best position.
Yeah, he is back to the wall.
Nice.
There you go. The second one is with the +1.
All right. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right. So you can roll damage.
Woohoo!
You have to pick some levels in fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I may need to take 1 level as a fighter or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
Give me
pick some lessons
uh,
with Molly.
It would make sense. You've been doing some fighting.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have proficiencies and things, so if we can talk about that, that's not a bad idea. But
Yeah,
you
because that'll give me the proficiency with the bow and
yeah.
some other stuff too. So,
Yeah. But
or
you
at least a
strike-
better to hit with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, and so you see like he's still still standing, but you're getting your shots off and you're getting some good shots in still. So that brings us to Amithra.
Okay, so I've got this curse or whatever it is on me. That's -1. I've got -2 from the strength drain, right? So here we go.
Mark your token to help.
So I'm gonna. The definition of insanity is doing something, trying to think you're gonna achieve different results, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna attack him. I'm trying to wrestle him.
Expecting a different result.
For the total of -3 plus 1, so -2. That, yeah. Here we go.
Unfortunately not. It's
Nope.
It's just too much.
Oh, I have a little snail on me.
That was the best I could find.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still just
Oh,
it's gotta be
man.
overwhelming, to just suddenly.
Yeah, I'm struggling even just to keep standing because I'm just feeling so loaded down with my gear and stuff.
Yep. All right, Bart.
All right, we'll try this again.
Save our ass, Bart.
Oh, connect.
There's a hit. This could be big. This could be big.
It's something.
Oh my.
It's something. Okay, yeah, you're chipping away at it. You're chipping away at it. You're definitely feeling like he is. He's hurt. He's noticeably hurt. But he's still upright after that strike, and so I think then that brings us back to initiative. So, whose turn is it on initiative?
Is it?
Chris.
Chris.
Yes.
Me? Okay. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. This is our chance, guys.
This is a turning point possibly here.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I got mine. You got yours. I think we're good. All right, Ronnie.
Okay.
Invisible Ronnie.
I will move. I need to get out of here. I will. Jamie, I'll make a little zigzag to not be easily how do I say that? So these guys cannot predict my trajectory.
Okay.
So I would go through here. After that, here.
Ooh, are you gonna backstab him?
Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, there's a ladder right there too.
Yeah.
You can get there. It's 29 feet if you want to get behind them. So that'd be half your.
No.
Wait, your movement is only
No.
less than that, right?
I'll stop here.
Okay.
Okay. After move, what can I do?
That was. What's your movement?
6.
6. Oh, okay. So that was a half move.
30 feet.
Yeah. So that was.
Yeah.
So you can still attack.
Can still attack. If I attack, I will lose the invisibility. I'll just pour my marbles.
You're gonna pour marbles onto the floor.
Yeah. I think.
I like the way you think. Just lateral.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
I'll cover this area here.
All the dirty tricks.
There you go. Okay. So, does it? What effect does the marble have? Is it like a dex check, or what does it say about?
I'll pick it for you if you want to. Go ahead. I will.
Okay.
Copy and paste in the chat.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So, Kurza, you're up, sir.
Well, let's see. He gets his persistent damage again from Ronnie. Or is it a Mithra?
Roll that. I'll let you roll. D6.
Just a moment.
Oh. Okay.
Bleed away.
He's looking
Motherfucker.
pretty hurt, pretty hurt. Suddenly. So, but he's still somehow not on the ground. So, Kurza, your turn. Oh, you got him right on the button.
Oof.
You can roll the damage, but you're gonna drop him very likely if you get 2 or better. So, let's see. There you go. Tell us about the final blow from the quarterstaff.
The quarterstaff of doom.
Baseball bat shot to the head.
Perfect. Perfect. And just you guys see his head whip to the side as Kurza just suddenly just gets his full torque on the swing and catches him right in the temple, and this thin, gaunt human slumps over to the ground, dead. So let me mark him, and is that the end of this round?
I think I'm the end. I think I'm the end of this particular round.
Yeah, I think we got Bart to
I got
go.
out of order with Mithra. Sorry, it's your turn, Mithra.
You know, it's because I didn't. I didn't add. Right, I'm not adding anything. 'Cause no speed factor.
You're good.
But I'm probably moving pretty slow anyway.
And then the
So-
question: does the spell stop, or does it persist?
Oh, the spectral hand would disappear. Good.
I guess I'm gonna throw one of my daggers in my boot at the one that's still standing over that spelled me.
Okay.
Okay. What is that? What's the range on that?
Let's see the let me double check also your enfeeblement.
Does that also apply to missile weapons? Or it's thrown, right? So it's still strength.
Yeah. No, you're good. It should calculate correctly. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll it, and then what am I gonna subtract 2 then? Right? No, I'm not a specialist in dagger. So 3 minus 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, finally!
All right.
right at him. I hit my mark. I hope.
that's crazy. That's crazy. So the best you could do was to hit him. You needed a 20 to hit him. It looks like with the way it calculated, because it's saying you hit AC 6.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was like a really long shot.
Yeah.
But
Good.
All right.
So you can do the crit table roll, and we'll see how that treated him.
all right.
Oh, okay.
Right in the torso.
Yeah, so you can double damage him, and
Okay.
he's hurting as far as his strength.
Right.
So he's
Wow.
Hold on. How do I roll for damage with this one? I think I'm in range.
there's a die on
I see the.
next to the.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's the next thing down. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Minus 1 for my strength, minus 1 for the curse. Is that right then? Yeah. So minus 2. And do you adjust and then double, or I don't know. But here we go. That's
It doubles and then you add. Yeah. So 6 and then you add whatever your modifiers are.
okay. Well, I added it to the roll, so the minus
Oh, okay.
2. So
Got it.
so whatever that came out, yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So 3 damage to this one. Nice throw. Yeah. So the dagger flies across and connects with the guy in the marbles. What happens with the marbles, Rodolfo? Is it
I put it on the Discord.
Maybe it'll startle him. Maybe getting hit by a dagger out of the blue will startle him, and he'll trip on those marbles.
What's his dex check?
In reality, the area is bigger than I thought.
Well, there
It's
you go.
10 by 30.
He critically failed on his dex check. So he's fallen, and let's see. There's nothing for a critical fail necessarily, but I'm gonna give him D4. I'm gonna give him.
You rolled a 1.
I'm gonna give him D4. Yeah, he rolled a 1 of damage here for the violent fall. All right.
His
Yeah,
head
so
on a nearby
he's
barrel or
laying
something, huh?
on the ground. I'm gonna mark him as being prone, and he's kind of now laying on the ground, looking up, very surprised that he just fell on his ass. And that brings up. You see there was another figure in the room who was talking with that other one, and he has gotten up and he's moving across in this direction, and he heads up that direction out of sight for those of you who are over there. For the
Okay.
rest of you, I think you wouldn't have seen that, but it should now be up to Bart.
Well, a lot has transpired here, so Bart's gonna scoot down the ladder and try and get a decent hit on the prone guy. If he thinks he can avoid the marbles.
I think so. You have reach with your mace to reach in there without having to step in there. Yeah.
What do we decide adding for prone?
I think it's +2.
2. Yeah, you can get 2. Nice. That's a hit.
All right. A little bit more.
3 damage. All right. Yeah, so you swat him as he's just trying to get his footing under him, and he's still kind of falling around from these marbles that are underneath him, and are able to smack him very well. That's maybe across his shoulder even, and pushing him back down on the ground on top of the marbles. So good hit. So we'll just stick with the same order because there's only one opponent here, and he's already prone. So I'll let Ronnie act next.
Okay. Casually, I have a flask of oil very accessible on my back, and I will pour the oil here. Oh, let me change that. Here.
Okay.
Just pour. I'm not throwing the glass. I'm just pouring like I'm seasoning him in olive oil, but this is another kind of oil.
All right. Then I don't think that. I mean, are you standing in the marbles yourself? Because it looks like you are.
Yeah, I'm standing. I'm just I'm not walking around, so I don't need to avoid them.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're able to pour it out. Pretty much. All over the area, very very easily. Especially since they can't see you anyway. You can take your time pouring it in the right spots. All right. Kurza.
Okay, perfect.
So we still got a live one that's prone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, gee. Let's switch.
May I say something, Jamie?
Be my guest.
Or it's
Yeah, be my guest.
okay.
I don't mind.
Light him up. Did you hear me, Kurza?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
He shot an arrow.
No problem.
and it ricochets back, behind you towards the table where he was sitting. Unfortunately, you're not able to hit him with that shot. Anything else? Does he stand still where he's at? Good where he's at?
Take another shot, and then or just the one. And then I have an idea on.
You can take a second attack at the end of the round if you want to do another bow attack.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
Okay. Amithra, you can go. Molly?
Sorry, I was on mute. Is this a new round or is this the same? I'm
This
confused.
is a new round. Yeah, I just
is a new
kept
round.
the turn order the same for this round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm using a bow. So what is that? 8. So I'm actually at a 13, I guess. So I would be after maybe.
Oh, you're at 13. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so that means that other one's gone, and I think Bart is up next.
Am I able to pick a through kind of this area towards the fire? I'm assuming there's a fire burning here yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could fit through that area. It's passable.
Don't catch your ropes on fire.
Yeah. Trying to scoot around the marbles in this guy, and if there's like a stick or a coal even or something, I can just palm and toss back in the direction of the red robe guy, or anything burning that's easy to grab out of here. I'd like to do that.
Yeah. You can definitely get some like a burning stick that is got enough flame on it that you feel like you could throw it and it wouldn't go out or something like that. So you can definitely reach in and grab one and try to throw it. I guess we'll do an attack against an AC 10 to see how your throw goes. Oh my! Right where you wanted it. So that's.
Do you want the crit table or do you want to?
I think let's do the crit table for this.
Hell yeah!
Let's apply it to the. All right, so this is cool. So it'll be basically that whatever fire damage, definitely kind of did a lot more harm to his leg, and he's not only is he's got a lot of conditions. He's weakened and he is halved on movement. So let's see what you're able to do here damage wise. You may be able to finish him.
What do you want me to roll for that?
I think it's what is it? For fire damage for torch oil, is it like the I want to say it's like the Greek fire. What are those 2d4, Rodolfo?
Yeah, no, it's 2d6 in the first round and 1d6 for another round.
There you go.
Ooh, wow, okay.
2d6 and you'll double it.
Oof. Make it hurt. Make it burn.
Yeah.
So it's 12, yeah.
That's gonna do it. Ronnie, I'll give you a dexterity check to try to avoid the any of the flame effect.
Okay. Let me find the save here. Yeah. No save. It's dex check, right?
Yeah, just a dex check.
Okay. Found it.
Yeah, nice. I mean, this was sort of your ruse here that you set up. So things kind of worked out perfectly, and you were able to just duck out of there before this flame took effect. So Bart, I guess, tell us about this perfect throw that completely engulfs this guy and finishes him.
I think it maybe just kind of lands right next to his leg for a second. Everything's quiet. and he just looks down at it, and right at that moment, it just engulfs him in a pyre of intense burning flames.
I'm thinking that like a lot of the oil that Ronnie was pouring got soaked into his like robe right against his leg, you know. So when that caught, it sort of almost flashed, you know, because of how quickly it all lit. And of course, he's wrapped in this robe that's, you know, now on fire, and has no chance. He's laying prone in a pile of marbles, and he is deceased. So you have
All right.
bested these two.
Yay!
And in the meantime, you were aware of another one that was there that looks like he had run off to the north, out of view and everything. But this is where we'll pause tonight's session, is right here in this room. And, you know, I'll kind of, we'll do like, we'll pick up from here to where you guys can do a little bit of search in the area if you want to at the beginning of next session.
Search and burn it all.
But yeah, I mean, right now,
Just run like hell.
in the midst of battle, and that's where we'll pick up when we do session 19, which will be the next one. So
When those die, do their spell effects wear off, or does it have to wear off in time?
You can. Well, your effect would have worn off now. So your strength returns, and
Okay, good.
take that off of you. That's good. And Ronnie, you're still invisible, so you're good.
For the next 24 hours, you have to look for me.
Now it's hide and seek, huh?
Yeah, you'll have no idea. But no, it was good. It was a good session. You guys covered a lot of ground. It was a lot of battle in this particular session versus last session, which was different, and it was fun. And you guys, you know, held in there despite, you know, some pretty nasty things happening to you. But you got yourself still in a pinch here in this layer. So we'll call
Seems
it
like
here.
the dice got better at the end.
Yeah, we started with a lot of ones and we ended with a lot of 20s, and that's a good script. I like
Yeah.
that. So, well, thank you all.
Cool.
Thanks for
Thank you, Jamie.
It was great.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jamie.
good
Very
times.
nice session.
Yeah, I enjoyed
As
it.
You are
always.
the best.
Yep.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Have a good weekend and a couple weeks, and we'll play soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Jamie.
Thanks.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night, all.